search for the game there. And it's a beautiful view. It's the best picture of any pictures that you can see. Our huddle camera does a tremendous job. Total Media with the Wellston audio from the radio station will be on YouTube, so you can watch it there also. But the huddle camera gives you an excellent view of tonight's ball game with our audio, Stephen and I here, as we call the game. So we are 11 minutes away, so we'll look at, we want to thank Stephen for putting together our media guide. And one thing is, our quarterback, Johnny Scott, is very talented, Stephen. He suffered an ankle injury, I believe, early in the Athens game, was out and was questionable tonight, but talked to a Wellston coach, and he will be playing tonight. And if you remember last year was Will Briggs, Briggs, the freshman, that led them to, I believe it was a 28-18 win last week at C.J. Jones Field there in Wellston. So tonight, take us around the standings, Stephen, and around the league tonight.
Yeah, so in the TVC, Athens and Nelsonville have set up a potential meeting next week between the two schools. Both of them sit 4-0 in the league. Athens hasn't lost a game this season. Nelsonville sits at 6-2. Wellston comes into this contest at 5-3, 2-2 in the league. Vinton County, Meigs, and Alexander all 3-5 overall. Vinton County's 3-1 in the league, so they're hoping that Athens and Nelsonville can lose one this week, and then possibly next week Vinton County plays Wellston in their annual rivalry game. Meigs and Alexander both 1-4 in the league, and of course River Valley at the bottom at 0-8 and 0-5. In the hockey, Waterford and Trimble play tonight. Tough game there. I believe it's at Trimble. Let me look at the second page.
It is.
At
I know
Trimble.
for sure.
Yep. And Eastern sits at 1-1. They travel to Belpre. Would go to 2-1 with a victory over Belpre tonight. Southern is idle tonight. They were supposed to play Payton City, but injuries with the Payton City program canceled that ball game. And Belpre sits 1-7, 0-2 overall in the league. They have a tough one at Eastern tonight. Alexander's at Logan Elm, the first meeting between those two schools. River Valley goes to Athens. That's the 20th meeting. Athens leads that meeting, or that series 15-4. Nelsonville's at Vinton County. Tough test for the Buckeyes at the Vikings. Vinton County can run the ball very well. If they get their running back who torched us, if he comes back, that could give them some problems. 57th meeting between the Buckeyes and the Vikings. Nelsonville leads that series 45-11. Of course, the Waterford at Trimble's the 29th meeting. Trimble leads 20-8 in that contest. And the 25th meeting between the Eagles and the Golden Eagles. Eastern leads 14-10 in that series.
Stephen, this series, I believe this is the, 54th meeting?
54th. Yep.
54th meeting tonight, and there has been a ton of games, and especially here recently in the last 7-8 years, that have just went to the wire. Some of them have been very controversial also, endings, and of course, we were on the wrong side of the flags most of the time. And so we're going to go back to October 19th, 2018. Stephen?
Yeah, and if you remember that season, Rick, that was my last season as AD here, and we were talking about that season. That was a season that Meigs failed to score a point in the fourth quarter, but in order to win this ball game, they had to. Wellston came in. They started out in scoring. Jonathan Garvin with a 7-yard run with 1:12 left in the first quarter. They took an early 6-0 lead. The kick was blocked. And then in the second quarter, Abe Lundy hits a big run for 3 yards. He also runs in the extra points. The Marauders take an 8-6 lead, but Garvin comes right back, 3:51 left in the quarter. He runs the ball in from 1 yard out, and Wellston is back on top. Meigs then comes in with a 28-yard pass from Coulter Cleveland, and White Hoover's pass from Cleveland is good. So going into halftime, it's a 16-12 Marauder lead. In the third quarter, Garvin again, his third touchdown of the night. Ryan Mullahan with a run makes the lead 20-16 in favor of the Golden Rockets, and Cole Adams, a 16-yard pass from Zach Bartram with the two-point conversion, fails in the second half. Abe Lundy adds another one. If you remember, Nick Davis, he scored with 1:40 left, but that was after Abe Lundy's score with 1:26. It should have been 40 seconds left. That's misprinted. They ran the kickoff almost all the way back after that, and that's when Wellston put that last one on the Meigs Scapes with a 28-26 lead. Wellston with 167 yards, 282 yards in total offense from the Marauders that night. Coulter Cleveland, 10 of 18, just a freshman, I believe, in 2018, 10 of 18, 124 yards and the touchdown pass. He would go on to lead the Marauders for the next 4 years and be the all-time leading passer here at Meigs High School.
Do I understand at the end of that game, it says the run failed, so Wellston was going for the tie, and Meigs stopped them on the two-point conversion? Is that right? Is that correct?
Yeah, and I remember the kickoff after Layden Lundy scored. I remember he ran the ball seemingly, I mean, it felt like almost all the way back. And I remember I was standing down here on the scoreboard end with Aaron Oliphant. We were watching the ball game, and it's always a game with Wellston. It's close. Like you said before, some of these scores, you look at them, and we were talking off air there a little bit. In 22, we won 40-0, and we don't remember that game. But we'll remember the 42-34, the 45-43 game. I remember the 50-38 game at Wellston, and I remember the one here, 34-29 in 2012. That was homecoming.
There were some dandies. Let's look at the Wellston Golden Rockets. They come in with 5 wins tonight at 5-3. They at Oak Hill was their first game, and they won that 15-7. Oak Hill, I believe, winless. One win.
No
wins.
They're wins. Yeah, winless.
Yeah, no wins. Piketon, they defeated 34-27. A good ball game. Minford, and that's one of our scores that we can compare. We won last week, what was it, 39 to 38-7, and they won 37-14. They go to Trimble and lose 38-18. Alexander, they win that one 38-14. At River Valley, 49-14. Ours was a comparable score. I think we gave up one less score. 48-6, I think. 48-6. Nelsonville York defeats them 39-14. Remember, we had Nelsonville York shut out in the second half. That was a 35-14 game. They scored that one late. So JV quarterback, backup quarterback, went 70 yards. And of course they have Meigs and us tonight, and then they've got they will host Benton County, which is always a great game in Jackson County. And as we go back and look at the year-by-year history, in the last 10 games, it's been 5-5. Meigs jumped off 67 through 73 with, I believe that's 7 wins in a row. And then from 84 to 90, Meigs wins all of those. But Wellston goes on a run 99 through 06 with a win every single year from there. Meigs wins 3 in a row. Then Wellston, Meigs, Wellston. And then when you go the last 10 years, it's 5-5. So Meigs leads it 30-23 in the series. This is game 54. And Meigs has scored an average 25.3 points, and Wellston 19.3. So, Stephen, you can see a discrepancy of only 1 touchdown. Yep. And these have just been dandy ball games. And I would suggest we'll have nothing less than that here tonight. It's going to be a dandy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of close games. I remember my senior year, 91, at Wellston, a 30-29 game on what everyone says was a phantom 2-point conversion that Wellston got that they swear they didn't get, but the 68 game 6-2. A lot of games 10-7 and 76, 6-0 and 77. A lot of close games, and I don't anticipate this one being any different.
All right, let's look at some playoff information. We'll do Meigs division here first. Division 5, Region 19. Ironton sits in the top spot. Fairland in the 4th spot. Portsmouth in the 6th spot. Nelsonville York in the 10th spot. Colgrove in the 13th spot. Wellston sits in the 16th spot, and of course, you end up in 16. You're on your way to Ironton. Going to Ironton, but they do have 6.9750 points. Meigs in the 22 spot with 2.2670. So Meigs will have a lot of points to make up, Stephen, if they would expect to jump into that 16th spot. There are 3 wins. Total record of those teams are 1-29. They would play Alexander the next week, of course, at Alexander. We'll have that game for you here on 103.7 Fox Sports. And not very many points there, but they do have 3 wins. And who does Alexander play tonight?
Logan Elm, first meeting.
Okay, so don't know much about Logan Elm, but if they would pick up the 4th win, Meigs win tonight, and then against a 4-win Alexander team, they may move up, but it would be really, really tough. Okay, in Division 4, Region 15, Unioto at 4, Waverly at 7, Benton County at 19. So not much going on there around our area there. Division 3, Region 11, we got a couple teams, Athens at 3, Jackson at 9. In Division 7, we got a lot of area teams there. Eastern Pike, Eastern Beaver in the 1 spot, Trimble in the 4, Miller in the 5, go Chuck Knopp and the Miller Falcons. South Gallia at 5-2 in the 7th spot, and Southern, who beat South Gallia 38-20, they sit in the 8th spot. Now they did not play tonight, so Stephen, I don't know how those points are distributed, if they get an average of their points for tonight or how that works. But we'll talk with Cassidy Wilford in the morning. He is coming out. Their game with Payton City up in New Martinsville got canceled, but he's coming in, and we'll have some information on that.
I've heard different things on that. You know, with the 9th game, they try not to penalize the team for it. But
yeah.
Just a little fact about Beaver Eastern: they're going for SOC championship number 3 in a row tonight. They play a tough South Gallia team.
Okay, and then one more: Fort Fry in the 4, Waterford in the 5, Eastern Meigs in the 7th spot, Caldwell in the 12th spot in Division 6. Okay, and we'll talk more about those in the morning. We'll get the updates on that. And so I've got to find my roster that has somehow disappeared for Wellston. Wellston, Johnny Scott tonight will be playing. He was injured and he was doubtful, but we talked to a Wellston coach, and their man is playing tonight. He's really a good player. We'll see if he's hobbled much by that ankle injury.
And you may see Briggs a little bit. He's the thrower, I think.
Yeah, and
he's a good. He can scramble a little bit. We saw that. He's a bigger target, but we might see number 4 out there.
He's I can see him over there right now.
Yep.
He quarterback to win last year. All right, so who won the toss?
Meigs won and is going to receive.
Okay, so we'll go down and score. I like that. All right, so we're ready to go. Number 18, Levi Bellard, and oh my goodness, what are we doing there? Beckham Blackston catches it at the 25 and falls down or kneel down with it.
We see that a lot with teams and up back.
Oh, he had
catching the ball.
He had plenty of running room.
There wasn't anybody 20 yards away from him.
So Meigs will have the ball at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. And last week, Jake Martin threw the ball very, very well, especially downfield. So Arms, Vance, and DeWeese to this side. Griff Hudson to the left side. Wilson brings a man up, and now we've got a flag, and that's normally against the offense. Probably an illegal formation, I would guess. So here we go, flag on the first play of the ball game, and I would say that we had an illegal. Where's the referee? I still haven't seen
Hootie's over on the pin over there.
Oh, it's on Wellston. Okay. What could Wellston do during the play?
They snuck. They lined up with one of the linebackers out in the slot, and he came in. He might have been offside, but I never did see it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It must have been encroachment. All could have been. Okay.
So they get 1st and 5.
1st and 5 at the 30, man. Okay. Never did see a signal. Must have been encroachment. Now another flag. False start makes. Back the other way we go. Okay.
All right. Two plays, 2 penalties, and we haven't moved the ball.
We're even.
There you go.
So we haven't even snapped the ball yet. I don't know how 8 seconds, how any time ran off the clock. Okay, Stephen, how could
I don't know.
We haven't run a play yet.
Yeah.
And it didn't take.
Well, he didn't whistle the first play dead until after they would tackle him. So
still 18 seconds wouldn't have run off, but I guess it did. There's Howard over the left side.
Oh man, if he could have bounced that.
And that would have been a first down had we not false started.
Yep.
Tackle there by number 6, Jarrett Meacham. Join us in the Coaches Show in the morning on 92.1. I see a lot of people out. I saw Bill Hensler today. Says he never misses a show.
Oh, great.
Mark Vinoy never misses a show. Chuck Hannes never misses. So we're just really happy about all of our listeners.
Dennis Phillips up at the middle school tells me he listens as well.
Yep. Hand off again to Howard, and he maybe got 3 at the most. Looks like he's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Marauders. And this will probably be another running play. Wade Howard, and he'll share those duties tonight with Cooper Jude. Talked to Coach today, and he's going to run number 26 Cooper Jude in there a lot. So third down, and hits it right on 2, 3rd and 2. And let's see if we may see a quick pass or something. DeWeese on the jet sweep. Nope, it's going a quick toss. Nice play. And there he goes across to
Nice
the 49-yard line. Goes Wade Howard.
Run right behind the blitzing linebacker and was able to pick up a huge chunk of yardage.
Well, that motion,
that
that jet sweep motion by Landon DeWeese, and they've seen it on film, and they know they handed off to the speedster. That was a great play. I really like that call right there because everyone went with DeWeese. Howard off the right side down to the Meigs 49-yard line. Now we're going to do a pass play, and he hits the Wellston defender, number 23, Mason Collins, in the back. And Mason Collins last night, I'll tell you a little story about Mason, and his brother's there somewhere. 54 Hunter Collins. They officiated the ball game for us last night down to Guy Academy, a junior high game, and they're high school men.
Oh.
And Mark Benoit was the referee, and he's on this crew tonight that's officiating their game. That's pretty cool. Out to Griff Hudson. Got some running room, and it's going to be tackled there by number 16, Tanner DeWine, and not before he gets to the 45-yard line, where it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4. And I'd say right now, with the way our defense has been playing, this is going to go as 4-down territory.
Absolutely.
I would think so. So it's Howard just to the left of Martin. Only 3 down linemen. And is that linebacker on the right side there going to blitz?
He's 54. I think that's him right there in the slot.
They do not. But coming over, no one blocked. I mean, absolutely no one blocked. I believe that's number 56, and that is Connor McWilliams. And he absolutely had a straight line pass right to our running back. Lost to yard, no, 4th and 4. And let's see if we see that slant to DeWeese maybe. And it's probably not going to happen. DeWeese is the wide man here. He's got Vance on the inside. They're going looking that way, and they've got Vance over the middle. He breaks it to the left side. Down to about the 26-yard line goes Dustin Vance on a beautiful pass by Jake Martin. And that was a dandy.
Yep, great pitch and catch there down to where they had the 28-yard line.
Jim Oliphant, let us know if we lost power in Jackson today. We know our streaming's working. Are we back on the air, Jim? Over on the riverbank. Let us know. Martin out to DeWeese, the speedster with the football, breaks it to the outside, inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line goes Landon DeWeese. Another really nice pass by Jake Martin. And that will set up a 2nd and 1. So lots of possibilities here. Now, Stephen, in my book, I like to get the first down. I know a lot of coaches like to take a chance on 2nd down and 1, but I would rather see him just go ahead and get that first down and get it out of the way.
Well, you got a down to play with here, but you don't want to get a loss. That's usually what happens. Murphy's Law with us, but you're right.
Give it to Howard up the middle, and he's got enough for the first down, and he's going to get it to about the 13-yard line, which is a great place to be because you can still get a first down and not score. I don't like that 1st and goal from the 10. I think that's a tough spot. But we're going to be on the clock's got it marked at the 14. So
just a great opening drive.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Marauders. This drive started at the 25, their own 25. Howard again off the right side, and he may have got to the 10. I believe that's where they're going to mark him. Maybe just a tad shy of the 10. He can get a first down. And Stephen, where we started 14, he can get about the 14 and a half where he can get a first down, it looks like.
Yeah, he can make it first down before they have to score.
Meigs local school district website. Go there. Click athletics. Click live streaming. The best view of the ball game that you can see. And we got several outlets streaming tonight, the video. Stephen and I are supplying the audio for the, well, I better plug it in. Dummy me. There's a
Timeout, Meigs.
whistle. Sorry about that, website listeners. Timeout, Meigs. We'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute here on Fox Sports. All right, we'll just keep.
In every moment of need, there are those who stand ready to help. Our local behavioral health care heroes.
Just run 30 if you can.
These dedicated professionals and partners work tirelessly to support our community's mental health,
If you can
providing
just run
care,
one, do
compassion,
that.
and hope to those who need it most. To the counselors, therapists, case managers, social workers, nurses, and all the amazing staff, we see you. Your commitment, your passion, and your endless patience make a difference every single day. To our community partners who collaborate and extend their hands in partnership, thank you for being the backbone of our shared mission. Together, you are making our community stronger, healthier, and more resilient. We're deeply grateful for all you do. This message is brought to you by the Gallia-Jackson Meigs Alcohol, Drug, Addiction, and Mental Health Board, standing together with our local behavioral health care workforce and partners. For more information on the
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. And looks like we've got a new center, and there's Miles Blanks go out. So who is in there? This
I think it's David Young, 65.
This is crucial because you got to have a good snap. It is good. And Martin
Touchdown.
over to Vance for the touchdown. All right, Vance with the touchdown from the 10-yard line. And Meigs takes a 6-0 lead here at the 7:29 mark. That was a great drive. That was a classic picture-perfect drive by the Marauders as they mixed the run with the pass. Sorry about that, live streamers on the Meigs Local School District website. Go to Athletics live streaming. I forgot to plug our audio in, but we're in now. Paulo for the extra point. Up and 7:25, 7-0 Meigs. Back in 1 minute here on Fox Sports Radio.
Keep your athlete in action with Holzer's Saturday morning sports injury clinics. Dr. Kelly Roush and Charles Zurenberg offer Saturday morning sports clinics at Holzer Sycamore and Gallipolis, and the Holzer Jackson Clinic on Pattonsville Road every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. during the fall sports season. Dr. Roush and Dr. Z have the experience to keep your athlete in action. No appointment necessary. Walk-ins are welcome.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
All right, we are back. And, Stephen, you want to recap that drive real quickly?
Yeah, the Marauders take the opening kickoff, goes 75 yards in 4 minutes, 35 seconds, and 11 plays. Paulo with the kick. Dustin Vance, 10-yard touchdown pass from Jake Martin. The Marauders lead 7-0.
Wade Howard's kick is going to be a low one, and it's going to go out of bounds about the 24. So it'll be an illegal procedure, and let's see if Wellston would like the ball at the 35, which normally you do, and I think that's what's going to happen. And that's good, no return. So the referee, where's the referee? Back there, and all you got to do is ask the coach where they want it. And I guess they haven't done that yet. That was not touched by a Wellston player. Here we go. Up to the 35.
We get a chance to see Johnny Scott here and just see how mobile he is. When he's got good wheels, he's definitely a threat to run the football if he has nowhere to go with it. But with a bad wheel, might come into play here with the Marauders. 5-man front for the Marauders.
All right, Johnny Scott at quarterback. And he's going to keep it over the left side, and he's not running real fumble on the play.
I think Wellston got it back.
Now I think Meigs got it, number 4.
4 got it. Griff Hudson's got the football.
Yeah, boy.
Benoit's right there on it. He's looking for a football. That's what it is. You know, when you have a player hurt like that and he runs, he was a little ginger on the ankle when he was running, and maybe that played a little part in him dropping the football. But Marauders with the first turn of the ball game.
All righty. I just received notice that we have a new branding, and so we are WMPO The Game. And we are a total media radio station. Cooper Jude now is going to take the series. Wade Howard had the first one. Cooper is going to block, back to pass. He missed the weed for a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Wide open in the seam, and threw it short and behind him, and that was a touchdown, folks. So we'll try it again. I want to thank Pomeroy Fire Department for our popcorn tonight. They're listening down there. Thanks, Chief Derek. And,
they did great on their food drive, $813
Yep.
in monetary donations and a ton of non-perishable food items for the on the food drive. Great job.
Cooper Jude with the carry. And, boy, after the fumble recovery by Griff Hudson, wide open landed DeWeese, missed on a short pass, and now Cooper Jude with the run. And I thought they would pass on that one, Stephen. But now you're in a situation probably where you would have to punt the ball away if you don't get it. 3rd and 11. Blitz on the right side. Downfield, and he threw it right to a Wellston player. It's number 11 with the football. He's run out of bounds. Bailey Ousley. And DeWeese was there again, but that pass was nowhere near DeWeese. And, well, we can't really think of that as a punt because we didn't get much out of it. But nonetheless, back-to-back turnovers for both teams. Johnny Scott on one run fumbles the ball, and he still does not look like he's running at full health.
That run actually might have been just to see how he is running, and ended up dropping the football. So
Hand off over the left side, and Zach Goebel, and there was a big hole there for number 23, Mason Collins, and that's what I'm more concerned about, Stephen. That's a gaping hole, and that's the second gaping hole in a row over on that right side of the Marauder defense. And back to pass is Scott. Looks to his right. Now looks downfield. This should be intercepted. And it's knocked down.
good coverage there by Griff Hudson, too.
I'm not sure how he didn't catch that football, but the pass intended to Cal Fott. And
he wanted an interference call, the receiver did, but it's just great coverage.
Not going to get that. It was good. It was very good coverage, and the pass was very short. And I thought that had an interception written all over it. So now that third down and 8, Meigs leads it 7-0 on an 80-yard drive by the Marauders, capped off with a Martin to Vance touchdown pass from 10 yards out. And Meigs is given a lot of room over on the right side. Johnny Scott rolls to his right, throws it out in the flats, and there's the man. And he did not catch that.
Nope, incomplete.
As Isaiah Arms was there quickly to knock that one down. But, man, they were given a lot of yards over there, but it worked out for the Marauders. And
fourth down, that's definitely a punting situation.
yeah, you got to punt that one away. You don't want to give Marauders the ball at the 36. So Griff Hudson will go back. And it looks like number 13, Kyle Fott, to punt it away. 5:56 here in the first quarter. Did you ever get anything from Jim Oliphant to see if we were on the air on the radio? I know we're on the live streaming is good. We had a power outage today, and Hudson is going to make a fair catch around the 40. Let's see what spot they're going to give him. At the 41, looks like. So Meigs will have it 1st and 10. This will be their third series with the football. First one was a dandy 80-yard drive. The second one, not so good. Ended with a interception by number 11, Bailey Ousley for the Golden Rockets. 7-0 Meigs. 5:49 here in the first period.
Athens over River Valley early, 21-0 first quarter.
Jim Oliphant sounding good. Thank you, Jim. All right, we're back on WMPO The Game, bringing you Wellston at Meigs. Back to pass, a little swing pass out in the flat. Plenty of running room for Howard. He's got the first down inside the 50 or pretty close to it. And right there, that's got to be a first down. Yep. So they put the ball on the big mark there, and first down Meigs. So another nice run there by Martin. And back in is Cooper Jude, as Howard took a pretty good lick right there. And he's being checked out there by our trainer, Ali Hanstein. And he just got hit pretty good. Sounding very good and clear in Cheshire. My daughter, Carissa, listening at the encroachment penalty, dead ball foul on Wellston. They'll take the ball down to the 44-yard line. And 1st and 5. Thank you, Carissa, for listening.
Now just not give it back here on a false start. Keep going. You only got 5 yards.
Yep. Meigs leads at 7-0. Jake Martin calling signals. Out to that wide receiver screen again. Hudson has some running room across the 35 to the 34. Another Meigs first down. And Wellston right now is having a tough time in defending the pass, Stephen. Martin has missed a couple wide open receivers, but I'm just talking about the receivers themselves. They're getting pretty wide open.
They are, and they're doing a great job of running after the catch as well, and Wellston just doesn't have an answer for the screen game right now.
Wade Howard is jogging here on the sideline. He is fine. Just took a hard hit, but he'll be back in soon. Cooper Jude at the running back. He stands just to the right and just behind Jake Martin at the 40. Going to hand off to Cooper Jude. A pretty good-sized hole. Cooper hits it, and it closes it down pretty quickly, but a nice gain of about 4 on the play. So they'll take it to about the 31-yard line. 7-0 Marauders. 4:38 on the running clock here in the first period of play here from Marauder Field and Farmers Bank Stadium here on the campus of Meigs High School. On what is, Stephen, look at this scenery here.
It's gorgeous.
Just a beautiful, beautiful evening, and what a beautiful facility we have been blessed with here at Meigs High School. And there's a wide open Hudson, and he dropped it. So this time, Martin puts it right on the 4, and he dropped it. And that could have been another touchdown. So our wide open receivers are either dropping them or he's missing them.
Secure the catch.
That right there was probably another touchdown. You catch that on the run.
He absolutely was.
And with his speed, he's gone. So now that brings up a 3rd down. That was a critical drop there. Martin back to pass, a jump pass of some sort, and wide open again was DeWeese, and he missed him again. That one 5 yards short of the target, and DeWeese was wide open. And Meigs will go for it on 4th down. And I'm not sure. Last week, the passes were right on the button, and this week a little bit shy. But it is good to see out there that our receivers are not being guarded well. Martin back to pass. Wide, and he threw it short. That was a pass on the flats to DeWeese, and he short-hopped him. So Marauder passing attack is not looking good. Turnover on downs. And it'll be Wellston football. Stephen, we're struggling a little bit out there.
3 straight incompletions after two completions by Jake.
A perfect pass to Hudson, he drops it. And then 2 passes to DeWeese that don't get to him. And the last one was only about a 15-yard toss out in the flats. And it missed him short by 3 yards. So this is where if a team like Wellston can get down, tie it up in a heartbeat, and you've missed some opportunities over the right side. Looks like number 20.
No, Johnny kept it.
Meigs they fumble again. The football. So Wellston has turned it over again. I tell you, the Marauders have to take advantage of this.
That was a Dustin Vance strip sack right there. He came from behind, and I saw the paw reach over and knock the football loose. The Marauders come up with it.
Oh, he faked me out. I thought he gave it to Mason Collins. He kept it, but Dustin Vance knew where it was at, and they fumbled the ball away. And now I'm not sure what's going on. Got a timeout. We'll take one as well. You listen to WMPO, the game.
One of the best tickets in town will always be activities at our local schools. athletic events, concerts, and plays, you can always count on an enjoyable time. Our children are the future. Let's give them all the encouragement that we can. Go to a game, hear a concert, see a play. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
Burnett's Heating and Cooling, proudly serving Gallia County since 1955. Owners Ryan and Josh Burnett invite you to give them a call for any of your heating and cooling and sheet metal fabrication needs. Stop by and see them at 1011 Mill Creek Road in Gallipolis, or give them a call at 740-446-2866. That's Burnett's Heating and Cooling and Metal Fabrication, 740-446-2866.
Welcome back. 28-yard line for the Marauders after the fumble recovery. Quick toss to the right side, and down to the 25-yard line goes Cooper Jude. So a 3-yard gain by Cooper. And now they're going to move it back to the 26. So gain of 2, I guess. And Cooper Jude's a running back now. I saw Wade Howard down there jogging, and he appears to be fine.
Yeah, he's down here on the end of the line.
Okay, yeah, he'll be back in here shortly. Cooper Jude rolls to the right, across the middle, and that one over the head of DeWeese. Another wide open, which would have been another touchdown.
That one, I think he had his hands on it, could have pulled it in. I don't know what happened.
Well, it was still a little tall.
Didn't make the catch, but
yeah, it was one of those iffy ones up high, but it still was up there pretty good. So
he'll connect on them. You watch. They'll get it.
We got to do it. We need to score again and get Wellston down 2 scores. We're missing some great opportunities. Martin now fumbles the ball on a high snap, and that's a loss on the play. And this is not good because you're letting Wellston back in the ball game. That's 2 turnovers now that we haven't taken advantage of, unless this 4th down play, 4th and 14, goes away. That was a high snap. Remember that Miles Blank's the starting center.
No, he's back in. That was Miles.
That was Miles there, back in the game. Okay. So right now, very that first drive was a thing of beauty, and now we've been in the last 3 possessions really rough. Just a 3-man rush. Linebacker does blitz, and down the Vance, he catches it. No, he dropped it. Oh my gosh, dropped the touchdown pass. Oh my goodness, right in his hands, as he indicated to the sideline, right in my hands. So we've had 2 touchdowns dropped and 3. Stephen, am I right or wrong? Those would have all been touchdowns.
Every one of them.
Every one of them would have been touchdowns. So
well, not every one of them, because you would have played a different series after that, after the first touchdown. But yeah, you're right. They all could have been.
Yeah, that was a touchdown. DeWeese's was a touchdown there. Griff Cleveland on the other side that he dropped was a touchdown. So, and you're going to let a team like Wellston back in the ball game.
Yeah, you can't. You got to put your foot on them early and leave it there. You can't give them any opportunity.
You've had 2 turnovers, and it should be 21-0 right now, and it's not. It's 7-0. Missing a lot of great opportunities. Hand off to Collins right up the gut on the little counter play, and he's going to get about 7 or 8 on the play. So that's a gain of, they're going to give him about 9 on the play, 2nd and 1. Mason Collins just to the right of Johnny Scott. Out the wide receiver far right is Josh Clarkson. And Johnny Scott's going to keep it over the right side. And they had him and they got him, but I believe they tripped him up from behind. But I believe he did get the first down.
Yeah, just got a couple yards there for the quarterback, but.
Stephen, these are going to, I'm telling you, it's going to come back and haunt us.
Yep.
Those turnovers and the drop passes and the missed passes. Opportunities, no doubt, to have 2 more scores on the board without a doubt. It should easily be 21-0 if Paulo connects. Blitz on the right side, and the pass is complete. No, it's incomplete, or they're going to rule it a fumble. I've not seen any indication from the umpire who was standing right there. And
incomplete right here.
Incomplete? Well, then it's got to go back There we go.
And a huge hit there by Zach Goebel.
He had it for a split second, but could not finish the reception. So second down, and we'll call it the 10.5. So Meigs defense has got to get another stop. And this is one-on-one out here. Bailey Ousley and Griff Hudson. There is absolutely no help. And Scott's going to keep it. Nice block on the outside. That's
got a
coming
penalty
back.
flag, yep.
Yep, and I heard a stomp up on the roof. So
yeah, that is 14 carrying the football.
Our coaches are in the booth, so that's coming back. So we get a break there. It's going to bring up second down and just about the same. Might be second down to 9. Block in the back would be 10, and they're going to take it.
They're taking it from the
Oh, no.
spot. There
No,
you go.
it's a
Mark's
spot
coming
foul
up.
back here.
There you go.
Spot foul. Those 3. 1, 2. Keep going. Keep going. Now stop right there. Yeah. So it's going to be instead of second and 10, it's going to be second. Was that a first down play? Are we repeating first down, Stephen?
It's second down.
They changed the second. It should be second. They changed
It's
it.
second down on the board,
block.
yes.
It should be second down. You can see it's over on the screen as 1. That's going to mess somebody up. So we are repeating second down. Johnny's.
It's second and 11. That's what the board has.
Yeah, well, we just had a run here. So wide open again, but there comes Cooper Jude, the tackle Hale Fox. And, boy, I tell you, Cooper really closed quickly on that, Stephen. That ball was caught. Fox caught that ball and was about 5 yards between the two players, and Cooper Jude closed in pretty quickly. Now, he's wrong. It should be third down. Now, the scoreboard has changed.
Well, the scoreboard says second and 11.
Well,
it's not 11.
No, but it should. There's third. This is third down.
Yep, it's third down. Yep.
And the box has 2. So Wellston fans are going to be on somebody.
Yeah, and there's an official that's keeping track of that too, right?
Oh, they all are. Everybody.
Okay.
They have a wristband. And hand off to Mason Collins. Not much going on there. Now this should be fourth down. Let's see if all the officials raise their fist, their right hand. They are confused right now because of what the box says. This should be fourth down. And now they are looking at the.
They're going to let the clock run out of the quarter here. And that's the end of the quarter.
It is fourth down. You heard. Hey, where's the ball? Where's the ball? 46.
46.
46 north?
Yep.
Okay, 46 north. 46 north. Wellston game. 46 north. And let's see if we have a 46 north. And it is on the 46. We got to go by the clock, Stephen. So does it say 46?
46, yep.
Okay. And we are still looking for 46 north. And I'm not seeing one. We'll listen to see what we've got. Oh, there it is. No, it's 45. We need a 46. That's a 45. And still looking here. This is a real neat fundraiser for the Marauders. You pick a goal line and you get $200 if you pick it at the end of the first and third. So you can win some good money here. And I do not see a 46 north anywhere. 46 north. No.
I know.
All right, it should be fourth down. And the officials, now Wellston thinks it's third down, and they're going for it. And I guarantee you this is not third down. Incomplete pass. It should be Meigs football. See, you can see Coach Nolan Yates raising up 4 fingers.
He said that was fourth, right?
That was fourth.
That was fourth down?
Yeah, this guy on the box has been off the whole time.
They have fourth down listed now.
There comes the Meigs ball in. And they're going to ride this guy over. And there he changed it to fourth. It's too late now. Well, he changed it because he thought it was fourth. It's Meigs football. It's first down. Well, they got it wrong. This should be Meigs football right there. Look there going for it. He did not get it.
Well, that was not a very good play right there.
And I don't know why that ended up, they got 5 downs from what I counted.
See what happened? On first down, Mason Collins ran for 9 yards, and then Johnny Scott picked up the first down.
Okay, let me write it down.
Okay, so they got 9 yards on first down. Then Johnny Scott picked up 2 to get the first down.
Okay.
Then they had an incomplete on first down. Then on
Wait
second,
a minute. You can have a 9-yard run in the first. Oh, so they got
a first down. Yep. Then they got an incomplete on first down and 8 yards on second. They had a penalty. Remember, it backed them up, and then they replayed second, and he didn't switch the box.
Yeah. So that they got 5 downs, right?
So either way, they got an extra down to punish the football.
All the officials have that on their wrist, and they all missed it because, yeah, like you said, incomplete pass on first, then the run, the penalty, repeat second down, and then what happened on third. And we know fourth down was incomplete, and I don't know what they did on third down, but anyway, it's over and makes football. Going from right to left now, the 44-yard line. So I don't know how they missed it with everyone's Howard on the carry. Every official's got a wristband, black wristband, and it goes on your fingers. So you've got it there, right, Stephen?
Well, I'm just going off what I wrote down for the plays.
No, that's exactly what it was. And fourth, what do you have on after the penalty? They replayed second. What happened then?
They had that reception over the middle that they thought was fumble, and then
incomplete pass.
Then the run by Collins.
Then a run by Collins, and the incomplete pass here in the flats. Nice run there by Howard all the way down to the 32-yard line. And I think Meigs has got to score here, Stephen, because they've missed too many opportunities. They've missed, like I said, it should be 21-0 right now, and you're on your way to a big win, and it's only 7-0. So we've got to start connecting and also catching the pass. Howard up the gut over the right side, and that's going to be a nice run of about 6, I believe. We'll call it second down and 4 for the Marauders. Griff Hudson, Isaiah Arms, and Dustin Vance here to the near side. DeWeese on the right side, and he has no one covering him.
There he goes.
Now going over 14, Josh Clarkson. That's one-on-one coverage there. This would be the time for that little slant route. And there goes Howard down to the 20. So the Meigs offensive line.
I tell you, Wade Howard's having a great football game here. That line's doing some great blocking.
The line's doing some blocking, and Howard is doing some great running. He's going to come out, and Cooper Jute's going to go in. And the ball now at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. So Martin to Cooper, he's going to keep it, and he's going to maybe a gain of they're going to treat it as a loss. It's going to be second down 11. He's going to say that Martin lost a yard on that.
He got back to the line of scrimmage.
It sure did look like it.
Wow.
It's not where the knee goes down. It's the position of the football when the knee goes down. It was definitely to the 20. So they're going to say he lost a yard. Meigs leads at 7-0. A second quarter touchdown score. And we've missed 2 opportunities to score on turnovers. Martin with the pass to DeWeese, way over his head on the coverage there. Number 14, Josh Clarkson, but had that pass been good, DeWeese much taller than Clarkson, it would have been a catch there.
He missed his last 6 passes, or
6 straight incompletions.
Yeah, 6 straight incompletions.
Not all of them his fault. There was a couple. Hudson dropped one, and Vance dropped a touchdown down here. So we've had 2 drops and 2 more touchdowns that could have been scored on passes that were just nowhere near the wide open receiver. So we'll see if we can do it again. It's 3rd down and 11. That's going nowhere. That's a big trouble. And they went out of field goal range. Apollo, nice tackle there. Jarrett Meacham, and that play had disaster written all over it from the get-go. I'm not sure what it was. It was a toss straight up in the air backwards. And
it's a misdirection. They're supposed to follow the jet sweep, but Wellston did a good job that time of not getting fooled, and they stayed home on the backside to get the
toss.
Of course, the pitch was a little high as well.
Had some air under. He's hanging him out to dry. Cooper Jude, and we still got a chance. We got to get the ball to the 10, around the 10-yard line for a first down. So let's see if we can hit a pass down deep. Martin back and tipped and nearly intercepted, and he didn't want to intercept that because they get the ball up here. So another missed opportunity, Stephen, and the offense that we saw last week against Minford would have had 28 points on the board by now. Different week, different result. So defense must stop again. 46 North was our first quarter winner, and if you're listening, you got 46 North, but I don't think I heard Brian report anyone over the PA to come to the press box for their $200. That's pretty good payout.
Yeah, it is.
Motion man near us, and they give it to him. It's Clarkson around the corner. There's a shove in the back, no call. And Isaiah Arms was getting shoved in the back by Oosley.
You got to sell that a little better.
Yeah, you got to fall. You got to go down. So gain of 6, so second down and 4 for the Golden Rockets. And Meigs has left them in the game. They're just down 7, so still in the ball game. Meigs defense has been really tough. And handoff over the right side, gaping hole, and it's number 14 on the carry, Josh Clarkson, for the first down to the 43-yard line. And this game, which has been dominated by the Marauders here in the first half, we don't have the scores to prove it, but it's been all Meigs in the first quarter and a half, we'll call it. Vance back into the ball game. Brogan Jenkins out. First and 10 for the Golden Rockets. And they give it over the left side to number 23, Mason Collins, the ball carrier. They're going to give him a gain of 2, the second down and 8. You're listening to WMPO 103.7, The Game. And we welcome you to our game. And if you're listening on radio, we thank you for that. If you're online, thank you on our Total Media app. You can also go to the Meigs local website and go to Athletics, there on the right. Then a tab will pop down. Click on Streaming and find tonight's ball game, Wellston at Meigs. It is a beautiful view of the game, and we'll be supplying the audio there. Hand off of the right side, and nothing going there. It's no gain on the play. Number 23 on the carry, Mason Collins.
Marauder run defense doing a great job as always. We've seen a great
Which it has here.
stout defense all year.
It's gotten better and better and better all year. We've got Quentin Smith. We've got Dustin Vance at one end. Who else? We got Zach Goebel. There's some others there. 69, that's Smith. 60 is Koff. They've done a really nice job. Back to pass Johnny Scott, and they had him, didn't wrap up. They're going to get him out of bounds, and he's not going to get the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down and about 6.
We're going to mark him out at the 48-yard line officially, just 3 yards on the carry.
And I tell you, he's very elusive, and if he was at full strength, you can see what he could do.
Yeah, he might have broke that forward first down if he's at full strength.
But you can see the Marauders had him back there as they did Curtis Glenn last week from Minford, but just can't wrap up and make the tackle. But they did stop him short. Here's the punt, left-footed. It's a dandy. You need to let that fall. Just let it get away from it. And, oh, my, that's the only thing you could do. It's going to roll down to the 7-yard line. So that is a great kick there. And did you get the number of that kicker? I think it was Cal Fott, number 13.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it marked as he was the punter. So, nice punt all the way down to the 6. And I think the official spot's going to be out further than that.
Looks like you're at about the 8.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know. Usually that's pretty easy because the ball stopped rolling.
Well, yeah,
they put it on the 8-yard line.
I think we got a yard out of it. 5:54 on the clock, right before half, 7-0 Meigs.
Yeah, they got it spotted at the 8-yard line.
We don't want to beat a dead horse, but this game should be 21-0 easily. But it's not. Meigs defense has been awesome. Hand off over the right side. and there's a flag, and that could be as a face mask. I'm not thinking you're going to get a hold there, and my goodness, you did. But I don't know how you can get a hold on a play that goes nowhere. And it didn't. What was it, gain of 1?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. And he threw it pretty late. It was almost, I mean, he was tackled. They were blowing the whistle when the play was over.
A hold on a 1-yard gain.
So where do you spot? Is that half the distance from the? Looks like they declined.
That's half the distance.
They declined it. Looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to take the second down and no gain.
Well, they gave him a gain of 1.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. There's a flare pass to Cooper Jude. That's going to be a loss back to the 5. Really a dangerous pass there in your own backyard.
We saw that against Gal Fliss. You know, he intercepted it and took it in for an 8-9 yard interception return. So.
Yes, very, very dangerous. Yeah, you're right, because we did not give up 19. Our defense did not give up 19 points to Gay Academy in that ball game. I forgot about the pick 6. So 5, 10, and moving downward. 3rd and 13. It's going to be a pass play. Got some running room. Look out here. That's a first down and more. Still on his feet.
Nice
Cooper Jude all the way to the 29. And first down Marauders on 2nd. And I think the clock said 3rd and 12.
Yep. Was
the official call there on the clock.
They were on the 6-yard line. They take it all the way out to the 28. 22 yards on the completion for the Marauders and a first down.
So great call there, and there was plenty of running room. So they'll get it out to the 28. Meigs with a little running room. There's that sideways pass again. And did he get the block? Did not get what he needed. But that was Dustin Vance on the wide receiver screen. Did get 7, though. And I guess if it was a running play, Stephen, you'd be very happy with a 7-yard gain.
Absolutely.
So we got 7 on that little wide receiver.
Well, remember, Wellston gets the ball second half. You get 4 minutes here on the clock before the end of the half. You definitely need points right here.
Yeah. Got to make it a 2-score game if you can. There's a handoff. Nice block on the left side. Cooper Jude. And here comes another flag thrown 15 yards ahead on a running play and another hold. Now look where the flag's at, and look where the ball's at, and look where the flag is for the hold.
And you see how far Hootie had to throw it. He didn't even move.
And look where he threw the ball. That's my concern, is it was nowhere near the play. So that'll move the Marauders back 10 yards. Nowhere near the play. We're not supposed to call those. Only at the POI, the point of attack. So that moves the Marauders back to a 2nd and 13. They didn't have any trouble with it last time. But we may not get that wide open again. So Martin with Jude to his right. Martin back to pass. Overthrown. Isaiah Arms, the intended receiver. Number 17 on the defense, Grayson Seitz. And once again, way over his head. 3rd and 13 after the holding penalty on the other side of the field. .346. Timeout, Meigs. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to high school football on WMPO, The Game.
Give your yard a big league makeover with the power of steel. Hoggins Espin Materials Company has a variety of tools to help you cover your bases. Blowers, chainsaws, brush cutters, and trimmers. Check out the Steel FS70R Professional Trimmer. Hoggins Espin also stocks paint, plumbing supplies, trusses, flooring, dog food, and so much more. Proud to support local youth and sports. That's Hoggins Espin Materials Company in Mason and Point Pleasant.
Everyday moments matter, whether it's cooking a meal, warming your home, or enjoying the outdoors. Rutland Bottle Gas has been fueling those moments for families and businesses across Ohio and West Virginia for years. Our reliable propane delivery and service ensure you have the energy you need when you need it. Make every moment count with Rutland Bottle Gas. Reliable, affordable, and local. Call us today at 740-742-2511 and experience the difference. You can also visit us on the web at rutlandbottlegas.com. Stay warm with reliable service from Rutland Bottle Gas.
We are back. Third down and 13 from the Rotter 25. Back to pass. Long one downfield, and he should have it, and he does. And he's going to go for the touchdown if he can outrace one man, and no one's going to catch Dustin Vance. 75-yard pass from Martin, and there you go. That's what happens when the pass is right there. Beautiful pass by Jake Martin, and what a catch by Vance as he just takes it away from the Wellston defender, and Meigs now leads 13-0.
92-yard drive, and they didn't make it past the 25-yard line.
Paulo Perellas for the extra point. 3:23 to go here in the first half. And Paulo trying to make it 14-0. Waiting the snap. There it is. It's down. The kick is up. And Paulo splits the uprights. 3:33 to go here in the first half. Meigs 14, Wellston nothing. You're listening to Meigs Football here on WMPO, the game.
When you're living with low vision, life can be a challenge. Everyday tasks and the things you love to do can become difficult and feel impossible. You might find yourself feeling sad, isolated, frustrated, and like you just want to give up. Don't. If you're 55 or older and your world has gotten smaller because of vision loss, it's time to be bold. Time to be bold is helping people like you with low vision regain your independence. Go to timetobebold.org for a list of services in your state that will give you the tools, technology, training, and support you need to live your bold, best life. Join others who found a bright, bold future. Go to timetobebold.org. Help is here. Go to timetobebold.org today.
And welcome back. And Stephen, do your thing.
Marauder drive, 2:21 off the clock, 8 plays covering 92 yards, a 75-yard touchdown pass from Jake Martin to Dustin Vance, his second touchdown on the night. Paulo's kick is good. Marauders lead 14-0, and what a touchdown that was. They needed that one going here close to half. And Rick, down 14, you might see the gunslinger Will Briggs come in the football game in the second half if they get down again and have to throw it. He's a little bit better of a passer, I think, than Johnny Scott is right now. Plus, he's got 2 pretty good wheels, so you never know what will happen here second half.
All right, 14-0, Meigs. Definitely be a big win for the Marauders as they try to win their last 3 and get it to 5-5 with all the injuries, and of course Gunnar Cleveland going down after only a game and a half. Jake Martin doing a great job, and there's a low kick taken there at the 30, moves to the 35, and he's going to be downed right there. And the return man was, I got him, number 3 on the return, and that was Braxton Engels. I tell you, Stephen, Meigs still has 1 timeout left, 3:28. What about a defensive hold here and go down and score again?
Wilson here has to be a little bit more aggressive. It's 3:28 left in the half, and they get the ball to start second half. They need to be aggressive with the football. So, yeah, nice 3 and out here would be great.
Look at this one-on-one coverage here. Isaiah Arms. And I'll bet Isaiah does a better job than the Ohio State defensive back. Over the left side goes Mason Collins. Number 11 over here was Bailey Ousley, and he's going to come back out with Isaiah Arms one-on-one coverage with him. Out of the ball game is number 64 for the Marauders, Tyson Dugan. one of the Meigs seniors on her tonight. Now we have encroachment by Meigs. I think it was our defensive man on the far side, possibly. Vance was there and moved backwards. I think it was on the far side, but not sure. But a thing that should not happen. Look where the ball's at. It was on the 40-yard line exactly. So that should not happen. But it did, and that's 1st and 10 for the Wellston Golden Rockets. 3:01 to go here. Wellston moving a lot of people around, coming all the way over is number 19 here, and that is Roger Woods, and that's one-on-one coverage. Pass over the middle is high. Pass was intended for Cale Fott, and he was wide open, Stephen. He probably had some running room.
He sure did, and I don't know if we could have got him or not, but that, we're fortunate he dropped the ball. It was a bad pass.
See, those I love those crossing routes, because if you catch it, you've probably got some running room here at the high school level, without a doubt.
Wellston's through the air 1 for 5 for 1 yard. In fact, they only have 49 total yards in the first half.
So all the way out here to the right side is Bailey Ousley. And now we've got a cover 2 over here now on this right side, Stephen. Back to Blackson and Cooper Jude.
Timeout, Wellston.
Timeout on the play. Meigs leads at 14-0. Back in 1 minute. You're listening to WMPO, the game.
Want to get out of just about anything and look like an earth-saving hero? Just use the environment excuse. High school reunion? Ooh, sorry, can't. Planetary obligations. Unfortunate bridesmaid's dress. Unfortunately, you promised the climate you'd buy more vintage. Chauffeuring teens? Yeah, the earth really needs them to hoof it. That's right, the environment is always the best excuse. So go ahead, ask your bae to dim all the lights because carbon emissions. Tell your dad-botted dad to eat more plants, for the planet, obviously. Kindly tell the kids to stop asking for a new phone. I mean, e-waste, right? Find your out and opt in to cutting carbon. Just visit theenvironmentexcuse.org. A public service announcement brought to you by WildAid.
Collins over the left side, and boy, he got stood up, and I thought for a second there, Stephen, he might have dropped the football. He did not. Ball carrier Mason Collins, and boy, it looked like he had some running room. Of course, he ran part of it in the backfield and only got a couple yards, and boy, he got hit hard there by that Marauder defense.
And they're doing a great job of getting upfield. The problem is the misdirection in the backfield is leaving the center of the defensive line wide open for those kinds of
Roger
runs.
Woods way to the left side. And there goes Johnny Scott. They got him from behind, and down he goes, and he's very close to the first down. And, boy, it took a while for us to get there. Yeah, I think it's a first down. And it should be a first down. Yes, it is. Boy, you gotta get him right there. You had him wrapped up, or you did not have him wrapped up. You had him, but you didn't wrap him up. And so they're going to send 11 and 13 Ousley and Fott to the left side. We're tight here on the right. We do have a handoff over the left side to number 14 Clarkson, and I'm not sure what stomping does on the roof. I don't know how that helps.
I don't know. They can't hear that.
Above us is,
yeah.
I think, what was it, game 1 we had some stompers up there.
We did have that, yep.
And I don't think that does any good. Except before long, they may come down and visit us. Johnny Scott out in the flats. He's got his man, cuts it to the inside, goes down, nearly fumbled the football, and Kyle Fott's going to get to the 41-yard line. And the clock continues to run. And before this next play goes off, we are going to be under 1 minute. Wellston's going to call their final timeout. We'll take one as well. Meigs 14, Wellston 0, back WMPO, the game in 1 minute.
Being an Army Ranger is a very fast-paced lifestyle. I was clearing a weapons cache in Haditha, Iraq, when the building collapsed on me, burying me alive. I spent 6 months in the hospital and a year of recovery. When I was separated from the military, I just felt like I was useless because I only had this one thing that I was supposed to do, and then that one thing was taken away from me. And then one day, I got a call from Wounded Warrior Project. They asked me to come to a workout, and I decided that I was going to get better, both physically and mentally. Now I'm a warrior leader. I create events and opportunities for other veterans locally. The Wounded Warrior Project did a phenomenal job reminding me that my injuries aren't going to define who I am. And because of that, I can do anything that I want.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
And we are back. Johnny Scott back to pass under heavy pressure. He gets away again. Here comes the flag. I think he was out of bounds before he threw it. And you know what this is, thrown by the referee from way over there.
That's a hold back there.
That's got to be a hold. And these are long-distance holds. So
and it's behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Meigs will take that. Well, it's going to go from, let's see if they do it right. It should be from the previous spot. That rule was changed last year. So they
see Johnny Scott there on the 5. He's limping a little bit.
Should mark it off, and they're going to mark it off incorrectly.
Marking it from the flag.
Yep.
So the spot was at the 39. That ball's going back to the. Now Mark's going back. There he goes, 49. There you go. And Johnny Scott is down on the field over there with that ankle.
They have an injury timeout, and we'll take one as well. WMPO the game, back in 1 minute.
Transitioning from being a Marine to a civilian was very hard. I lost my purpose. I lost the drive that I had. That is a very dark and lonely place to be. It took me surrendering to myself to get the help that I needed. At my very first Wounded Warrior Project event, I met Ray Pizarro. He told me, you need to have the courage to forgive yourself for the things you've done in the past. I got it tattooed on my hand. One night, my depression kept telling me, we can end this. And just before I was about to pull the trigger, I looked down at my hand, and that's what saved my life that night. That was the beginning of my incredible journey with the Wounded Warrior Project.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
Welcome back to Marauder Field Farmers Bank Stadium. Rick Ash along with Stephen Wood. And 56 seconds, we'll call it, to go. And Meigs is going to get this ball back. They have one timeout if they can hold him here on 3rd down. So hopefully, Stephen, this will be an incomplete pass. Would be the ideal thing. And if it is, that'll stop the clock, and we'll get the football back maybe with about 40-some seconds to go. Johnny Scott flips it to the left side, and fumbled the football.
I think the Marauders got it, maybe.
He's holding his fingers up.
Yep.
4th down.
Oh, boy.
Held his fingers up, 4th down. That was a little pass out there to Josh Clarkson. Gets it to the 40. So gain, of about 7 or so. And now Briggs is in there, the big boy. Throws the pass. That's short of the 1st down.
He is not going to be there.
Meigs football with 22.8 seconds to go. Turn it over on downs. So they do bring in the big boy, Wes Briggs, is about 6'5" and about 280 or so.
They're bringing the ball from the Marauder sideline.
Is now the quarterback. So they hold him on downs, just the Marauder defense. And that was actually a nice pass down there by Briggs, but he didn't run a pattern deep enough for the 1st down.
He sure didn't. So that's 1st down Marauders right there with 22 seconds left.
Well, Meigs, are you conservative here, Steve, or do you go for it?
No, you kneel on it and go to halftime 14-0. There's only 22 seconds left. And if they're going to measure this football, I don't know why.
You don't measure
They're
that.
going to measure this football. Oh, my goodness.
You saw the head linesman come in and mark it a yard short, and you can see right now, and the lead stake is on the 45. So he's going to put it to 45, and it's going to be a yard short.
Yep, first down.
So I'm not sure about that.
Marauders get the ball at their own 41-yard line with 22 seconds left.
Yeah, you can hear him talking in the.
Yeah, he needed 5 yards, and he ran a 4-yard pattern. So that's what you get. I think they're going to run a play, but I think I would kneel on it and go to half.
Well, we talked about kneeling down before, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, and bad things happen. So let's pray that it doesn't happen here.
Yeah, 14-0 Meigs with 22.8 seconds. If you threw one and hit a big one for a big game, then go for it. And there we go. They kneeled down, and Dustin Vance took off downfield, and you saw the defender Kyle Fox fell down. That's a great job right there. Nobody gets hurt, and you don't do anything silly, and you go into the second half tied at 14-0. Your defense will go back on the field, and they've done a nice job of stopping the Golden Rockets in each possession. So now what we got going on? I guess they're waiting for the officials and waiting for the other official, I should say. So I think we are at halftime. And I guess they're not going to signal and start the clock.
Come on, Hootie.
Bill would have to start it.
He's going to wait till he gets all the way
Knock on the window over there. Tell Bill to start the clock.
He's not going to do it. He's going to wait.
Start it, Bill. Hootie's gone. He's not going to start the clock. There you go. So, Wellston Band coming on, and we'll unhook our broadcast here from the huddle camera so you can hear the Meigs and Wellston's band. So we'll do that right now. Now we're going back to the station after this first break. Skip Mossick in the ONN halftime report here on WMPO The Game.
At Rivers Health Sports Medicine and Therapy Services, our team cares for your team both on and off the field. Our skilled and experienced physicians, athletic trainers, and therapy staff are dedicated to preventing injuries and getting you back in the game as soon as possible. With personalized care and the latest treatments, our focus is on you and maximizing your performance following your injury. Visit us at rivershealth.org or call 304-675-8639. Rivers Health Sports Medicine and Therapy Services, where our team cares for yours.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
Hectic life? Hectic schedule. Who has time for a haircut? You do. At Great Clips, our schedule is your schedule. Evenings and weekends too. And even a user-friendly app to make your life easier. Your time is valuable. Get a haircut for the whole family. That's right, mom and dad too. Download the Great Clips app today and enjoy no waiting time when you need us. Located in the Ohio River Plaza, call today or visit the app. 740-208-3227. Great Clips. It's gonna be great. Donahue's Service Center is your one-stop full-service center for all of your tire alignment and brake needs. At Donahue's, we pride ourselves on providing exceptional customer service while ensuring your vehicle is safe, dependable, and stays on the road. You can trust us to deliver top-notch alignment and brake services. Whether you're in need of a routine checkup or facing a mechanical concern, Donahue's has you covered. We prioritize your safety and satisfaction above all else. Visit us today and experience the difference. Located on State Route 7 North across from Riverfront Honda. Drive with confidence. Drive with Donahue's.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named best sports program in the country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in high school football is presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Reports. As we like to do from time to time, we'll head to different areas of the state to talk some high school football in that area. Tonight, we'll head to Cincinnati and check in with longtime reporter Mike Dyer. Mike joins us next on the Ohio News Network.
Beck's recognizes this week's player with heart, Trevor Stearns from Parkway High School, for his commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
Going to school, you're stressing out so much about tests and worried about getting good grades. But cross country is just like that sense of relaxation to me. Going out and just running makes me feel like I'm just doing everything good.
Trevor gets that same joy when he's back home and working outdoors.
Farming in general is it's just a happy place for almost everyone. Every kid wants to grow up and live on a big farm, and that's what most kids around here are doing.
He understands the impact that goes along with that lifestyle.
I think farmers have one of the hardest jobs to do because they have to provide food for the nation. It's just farmers are the thing that are keeping almost America going.
At Beck's, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
At Rivers Health Sports Medicine and Therapy Services, our team cares for your team both on and off the field. Our skilled and experienced physicians, athletic trainers, and therapy staff are dedicated to preventing injuries and getting you back in the game as soon as possible. With personalized care and the latest treatments, our focus is on you and maximizing your performance following your injury. Visit us at rivershealth.org or call 304-675-8639. Rivers Health Sports Medicine and Therapy Services, where our team cares for yours.
Give your yard a big league makeover with the power of steel. Hawkins Espin Materials Company has a variety of tools to help you cover your bases. Blowers, chainsaws, brush cutters, and trimmers. Check out the Steel FS70R professional trimmer. Hawkins Espin also stocks paint, plumbing supplies, trusses, flooring, dog food, and so much more. Proud to support local youth and sports. That's Hawkins Espin Materials Company in Mason and Point Pleasant.
The all-new Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is now open in Gallipolis. With a huge selection of new vehicles and over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, we're Southern Ohio's premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership. Not only will you find the best selection around, but we also offer a full service department to take care of your purchase and service needs for the lifetime of your vehicle. You also get peace of mind with the Braden Promise, a warranty included on most new and pre-owned vehicles. Come and see us at Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 252 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, or check us out online at bradencdjr.com.
A bank is not just for loans. We provide all kinds of financial services. Innovative, state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology, business banking, checking, savings, and investing. We can provide loans at some of the lowest rates possible. Stop by or give us a call. We're an equal housing lender. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids. At Beck's, they are and will remain farmers at heart. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game as we talk a little Cincinnati area high school football this evening as we head to Southwest Ohio and check in with WCPO's Mike Dyer. And Mike, let's begin with Division I Region 4. Boy, Moeller looks to be the real deal. Big cross-state matchup tomorrow with Lakewood St. Edward, and right on their heels in that same region is Winton Woods, still unbeaten. How good are both of those teams?
No doubt about it, Skip. You're talking about the top two teams in the Max Preps Division I state rankings with Moeller and St. Ed's, and everybody knows obviously the reigning three-time state champion Eagles are going to be ready to come down here to Cincinnati and face a GCL juggernaut. Moeller won its third consecutive GCL South title outright. They have a fantastic junior quarterback at Matt Ponatowski. In my mind, I believe he's a Mr. Football candidate. He's already the career passing yards leader there at Moeller, and this has another deep postseason run written all over it for this Moeller team. They've been to the state semifinals 3 consecutive years and just haven't been able to get to Canton, but certainly have a great shot. You mentioned Winton Woods. They have a showdown against Division II, number 1 ranked team in Region 8, Anderson. and that's going to be a fantastic matchup as well. But the Warriors, Coach Chad Murphy, they won the Division II state championship back in 2021, and now they made the move to Division I this past spring, and they haven't missed a beat at all.
Division II, Mike, you mentioned Anderson, still unbeaten, and then, boy, just north of 275, Harrison has looked really good at 7-1. How good are both of them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I start with Anderson here. I mean, they've scored more than 400 points entering tonight, really have limited teams. Scoring production. I mean, in the past, it's been a very pass-happy team, up-tempo offense led by Coach Evan Dreyer. But now this Raptors team has a defense that can match that. And this is a team that it could very well go to the state semis again. They faced Massillon last year and lost to Massillon. Obviously, everybody knows they were eventual state champion. But you mentioned Harrison, 7-1, Wildcats. Third in Region 8 right now, and I saw them a couple weeks ago against Mount Healthy. They have an outstanding junior defensive lineman, Logan White, who set a program game record for sacks, number of sacks in a game twice this season already, and really like their offense as well.
A couple of others, Division III, McNicholas looks really good at 7-1, and then dropping down to D4, Wyoming is still unbeaten, and Indian Hill, a very solid 7-1.
Yeah, definitely, Skip. When you're talking about McNicholas, they've won 7 consecutive games. Coach Mike Orlando doing a fantastic job there, looking at a Week 10 showdown against Baden. That should be a fantastic matchup there in the GCL Co-Ed division. A surprise team I want to mention, Division III a little bit, is Batavia. The Bulldogs are doing a fantastic job. Shut out New Richmond 38-0 last week, and really have turned that program around as well. Division IV, Wyoming. Stop me if you've heard this before. The Cowboys seem to be so dominant there in the Cincinnati Hills League, and they have a fantastic matchup against Indian Hill tonight. And remember, the Braves upset Wyoming last year to snap the long regular season win streak that Wyoming had. So these two teams are going to battle it out for supremacy there in that CHL.
Down to D6, Mike. Country Day 6-1. I know they've wrapped up a playoff spot, but that's such a tough region when you see someone like Coldwater in the top spot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, since Country Day, they're going for their 4th consecutive Miami Valley Conference championship, but got some playmakers on both sides of the ball. Actually, it was at practice on Monday. They had a Monday morning practice. They have an outstanding senior strong safety in Ryan Coyle, the son of the head coach Dennis Coyle. And yeah, you talk about the Nighthawks. They know what they're up against in that region. But I think this team is primed for some success, certainly when we reach the postseason.
You know, Mike, last thing, we've asked you about this before, but despite the level of play down there, does high school football get lost at all in a pro sports town like Cincinnati?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about, you got the Bengals, you got UC, obviously, in the Big 12. It's one of those things where I don't know if it necessarily gets lost, because I think people know here in greater Cincinnati, northern Kentucky, southeastern Indiana, that Friday night is high school football. And so, you talk about the overall coverage. I mean, certainly you're going to talk about the Bengals and UC and Ohio State getting the majority of the media coverage. But no, I think if you've been around Cincinnati long enough, you know how important high school football is in greater Cincinnati.
WCPO's Mike Dyer. We love talking Cincinnati high school football with you. Thanks for hopping on, okay?
Skip, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
I'm Ohio Education Association President Scott DeMauro, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we're proud to bring you tonight's game. Our members are the public school educators who coach your kids on and off the field, because we believe in the potential of every student and their right to a high-quality public education, no exceptions. That's why we will continue to speak in one voice to demand the supports and resources our public schools need, because public education matters.
Did you know 38% of Ohio's teenagers have spent money on gambling in video and online games? Items like mystery boxes, skins, and spin to win mimic gambling, putting children at a higher risk of experiencing a gambling disorder as an adult. So get in the know about youth gambling and start the conversation with discussion guides, parent resources, and more at changethegameohio.org. That's changethegameohio.org.
Hectic life? Hectic schedule. Who has time for a haircut? You do. At Great Clips, our schedule is your schedule, evenings and weekends too. And even a user-friendly app to make your life easier. Your time is valuable. Get a haircut for the whole family. That's right, mom and dad too. Download the Great Clips app today and enjoy no waiting time when you need us. Located in the Ohio River Plaza, call today or visit the app, 740-208-3227. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Keep your athlete in action with Holzer's Saturday morning sports injury clinics. Dr. Kelly Rausch and Charles Zurenberg offer Saturday morning sports clinics at Holzer Sycamore in Gallipolis and the Holzer Jackson Clinic on Pattonsville Road every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. during the fall sports season. Dr. Rausch and Dr. Z have the experience to keep your athlete in action. No appointment necessary. Walk-ins are welcome.
Donahue's Service Center is your one-stop full-service center for all of your tire alignment and brake needs. At Donahue's, we pride ourselves on providing exceptional customer service while ensuring your vehicle is safe, dependable, and stays on the road. You can trust us to deliver top-notch alignment and brake services. Whether you're in need of a routine checkup or facing a mechanical concern, Donahue's has you covered. We prioritize your safety and satisfaction above all else. Visit us today and experience the difference. Located on State Route 7 North across from Riverfront Honda. Drive with confidence. Drive with Donahue's.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
This is ONN.
Our thanks once again to Mike Dyer for talking a little Cincinnati area high school football with us this evening. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling from the Ohio News Network.
All right, we are back from Rogers Field and Farmers Bank Stadium. We're here at halftime. Meigs leads by a score of 14-0. And Stephen, do you have any scores? I have a Wahama score, 21-0, nearing the first half. It's over in Mason. That's on K92.
I got some scores I can give you here.
Okay.
Halftime score 42-0 Athens over River Valley, 35-0 Jackson over Hillsboro, Wheelersburg over Menford, 40. It's a lot of blowouts tonight. 36-0 Fairland over Colt Grove. Alexander down to Logan Elm, 35-0. Groveport Madison over Logan, 34-0. Try to find a TVC score. 7-0 at the half. Eastern over South Gallia. That's Eastern Pike.
What is that score?
7-0 at the half. Halftime score, Gay Academy down to Ironton, 49-7. Halftime, Waterford over Trimble, 14-6. 19-6. Nelsonville over Benton County, also a halftime score. Miller, the Fighting Chuck Knops, 28-0 over Bishop Rosecrans. That's a halftime score. Let's see here. Wahama, I've got a 28-0 second quarter. Does that sound right?
It was 21. That sounds right.
Okay. Just a lot of blowouts here tonight on week 9 of high school football. Some other scores around the area that you probably don't hear too much about. John Glenn over Philo, 14-7. Portsmouth West over Oak Hill, 30-13. I don't have a Belpre score yet.
Belpre and Eastern. I got you. Belpre or Eastern at Belpre tonight, and of course next Saturday night they host Southern, and Southern tonight's game was canceled with Peyton City, and and then next week 92-1's going to cover River Valley at Trimble to help out with the Athens County game of the week. So Stephen, you got some stats for us?
Yeah, let's go through Wellston here first. Johnny Scott through the air, 2 of 6 for 3 yards. Wes Briggs coming in relief. He is 2 for 2 for 11 yards. It's 14 yards through the air for the Golden Rockets. On the ground, Johnny Scott, 3 carries, 13 yards, 26 yards, and 4 carries for Josh Clarkson. And Mason Collins, 7 carries, 22 yards, just 61 yards on the ground. Catching the football tonight, Kyle Fott with 2 catches, 3 yards and 11 yards for Josh Clarkson and 2 catches. 14 yards through the air, 61 on the ground, gives them the Golden Rockets 75 yards in total offense tonight here at the Rock. Jake Martin, 10 of 21, 163 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception in the air. Wade Howard has 11 carries, 57 yards, 3 yards for Cooper Jude on 7 carries, and Jake with a negative yard on 1 carry. Landon Luis, 1 catch, 9 yards. Dustin Vance goes over the 100-yard mark already here in the first half. He's got 4 catches, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, including that big 75-yard touchdown there in the second quarter. Griff Hudson, 2 catches, 15 yards, 10 yards for Wade Howard, and Cooper Jude with 2 catches, 19 yards. 163 yards through the air, 59 on the ground. The Marauders with 222 in total offense.
All right, we'll take a look at our playoff standings, Stephen. So we'll start with let's go ahead and start with Division 6, where our Eastern Eagles are. So Grandview Heights is in the number 1 spot. Northmore of Gallion is in the 2 spot. Ridgewood is in the 3 spot. Then comes Fort Fry in our area, as well as Waterford in the 4 and 5 spot. Our Eastern Eagles. I've been told that I say Eagles. So Eagles. Okay, Eastern Eagles. They 6-2. They're at Belford tonight. They should win that and go 7-2. They host Southern next week, so they are in the 6th spot. And then we'll just jump down to the 12th spot. Caldwell, it's who Eastern played last year in the regional finals. They are in the 12th spot, and not anyone else that we are familiar with. In Division 5, Ironton in 1 spot, Harvest Prep the 2, Fairland is 4, 6 is Portsmouth, 10 is Nelsonville York, Cold Grove in the 13th spot, Wellston tonight, they are 5-3 in the 16th spot, and they've got 6.975 points. Meigs in the 22 spots at only 2.2670 points. And, Stephen, I'm not sure that a win tonight will be enough to carry the Marauders up into that 16 or 15 spot. Zane Trace is in the 15th spot at 4-4. But that's those standings. Here in Division 4, Unioto in Ross County, in Chillicothe area, 7-1 in the 4th spot. Waverly, part of our Total Media Broadcast radio area, in the 7th spot. Benton County way down in the 19th spot. In Division 3, Region 11, Athens in the 3 spot, and Jackson in the 9th spot, and a pretty good Bloom Carroll team sits in the 8th spot. So those are teams that we know about. We can jump down, and these are 2 teams that are very interesting because they have decent records. In Division 3, Region 11, we have Marietta Tigers at 5-3, and the Warriors of Warren High School, and they sit in the 21 and 22 spots at 5-3.
Warren right now leading Fort Fry. It says first quarter. Marietta leading Point Pleasant too. So 2 big wins right there for those. Could it vault them up higher in the rankings?
Warren, if they would defeat, you said Fort Fry, that would definitely move them up a ways. Fort Fry with a pretty good record, and I had it right here. Let me see if I can find it again. I got to go one more, I think. Still not there. Athens is in the 3 spot at 8-0 in Division 3. And who am I looking for? I'm looking for Fort Fry, and they
were in the Division 6 with Eastern, I believe.
Okay, here we go. Fort Fry is 6-2 in the 4 spot, so Warren would pick up a lot of points right there. Could possibly move them upward. So we are nearing the start of the second half. Once again, we want to thank Chief Miller and the Pomeroy Fire Department. This is the best popcorn, okay? They've got it in bags now, and without a doubt, the best popcorn bag I've ever seen. So the Pomeroy Fire Department does it right, and they did very well in their collection of non-perishable goods at PAL.
Yeah, he said they collected, I think it was $813 in monetary donations, and I can't remember how much food it was, but he said it was quite a bit, very substantial. So we appreciate our community coming out and helping to support the very good cause and trying to, the cooperative parish, keep that going for needing families in the community.
And also, we'd like to say it'll be spring before we see it again, but Pomeroy Fire Department's chicken barbecue is second to none. Not only is the chicken great, but where else do you get a baked potato? and it was huge and it was delicious. Thank you, guys. And their baked bean recipe is over 100 years old, I was told. I think Aaron told me that. And it is just a great meal. So next spring, get your order in, and you can't beat Pomeroy Fire Department. And we thank them for all they do in our area, and also for the service they provide in their firefighting and some other things that they do. So,
and the education that they provide through all their training that they do for the community.
Yeah, this
and
is volunteer.
Week and
Yeah,
that
this
kind of
is
thing.
volunteer, and they have to go through a lot of training, spend a lot of time of their own. So please sponsor your local fire department wherever it is. If you're in the Pomeroy area, please send them a donation as well as the Middleport Fire Department, as they work hand in hand on battling a lot of fires around our area. So we're ready to go. Meigs beat the 14-0. Wellston will get control of the football to start out with. At the 22-yard line, did he go down on one knee? No, he did not. With the football was number 14, Clarkson. He's going to make it up to the 36-yard line before he's tackled there by a bunch of Marauders. And the first one there was Blackston, I believe, number 3, back in Blackston. And now Wellston with a player down. Meigs is going to drop down to one knee. Golden Rockets really concerned with their player on the far side. Coach Yates is going to go over and check out. Of course, coaches in our league they are lots of good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Coach Yates from the Vinton County area and knows a lot of the people from the Wellston area. And one thing about doing radio and officiating, you get to go around to all the different schools, Stephen, and you meet a lot of good people at the schools you previously considered your enemy in sports. But support your local schools. There's tons of good people at all locations around the Tri-Valley Conference, and I know from officiating, I've been to every school. Coaching, I coached volleyball for 25 years, went to all the schools, and just a great bunch of people. And Stephen, we got a special thanks to the Wellston athletic director, because he's really been helpful, Jeff Hendershot.
He absolutely is. He's a great guy. You know, if you ever talk about, just genuine individual, Jeff Hendershot is that person. And, I gather all that information, historical stuff, and we talk about all those games and the stats and things, and there's a lot of it that he contributes, and I want to give him a thanks for it. I'm trying to put together that information, but I definitely want to mention Jeff Hendershot has been a substantial part of that.
A shout out to my good friend from Wellston, Rick Perdue. What a great friend I have in him. I'm very blessed with that. Ball carriers, number 23, Mason Collins, down. He goes very quickly, and I believe that's for a loss.
Yeah, they're going to move it back one. That was David Young on the stop.
So the Meigs defense, thus far, we don't want to jinx anybody, but playing very, very well.
And you do see Wes Briggs out here, quarterback, Rick. Johnny Scott must not be able to go here in the second half, or they're just testing him out.
He's a little bit better passer, I believe. Johnny's a better runner. Briggs with the pass should be intercepted, and that was short. Had Wade Howard got turned around and soon enough, he may have had one that he could have taken to the house.
And Dustin Vance, I think, got a hand on it, but he doesn't. I think you're right. I think Wade Howard doesn't get a pick.
This is a Wellston team against Piketon, scored 34, 37 of Minford, 18 on Trimble, 38 on Alexander, 49 on River Valley, 14 on Nelsonville York. This is a team that's accustomed to scoring the football. And right now the Meigs Marauders are shutting them out, but this is early second half, their first possession, 3rd and 11. Let's see if the Meigs defense is going to – now, who jumped first? The officials need to get together on this one. This is a false start.
Both of them's got encroachment.
Okay, so I have to agree with that. It looked like Meigs went over first, and then the guard and tackle on the other side did jump. So,
a flawless half here by the Marauders would just about put this game away.
And even though we have the penalty, it was 3rd and 11, so 3rd and 6 now, so still a chance to get off the field. Wellston just down 2 touchdowns early in the second half. I doubt they would go for it and probably would kick the ball away. Now, Dustin Vance is very close to being encroached again. There's a pass right through the hand of Ousley, and you know what was happening there. He saw the Meigs defensive player coming, and that would have been a violent collision. And Wellston's going to have to punt the ball away. Griff Hudson goes back. You say that so many years.
Yep. 13. That's Kyle Falk goes back to punt. Good punter.
Yes, a very good punter, and you don't want to muff the football. And on those high ones under these lights, you never know. And it did bounce down to the 8, I believe, but we took it all the way down and scored. So that one's going to be end over end, and that's going to hit. And there it is, Stephen.
Oh, wow.
All the way down to the 15-yard line, and it rolled about 30. And so Meigs will have the ball. They're accustomed to being down there, Stephen. We've been there all year long, so accustomed to starting deep in our own territory.
I want to mention the Marauder Band last week at Marietta did a fine job again. Tomorrow they will be at Ironton continuing their competition
last week
season.
You said they were doing a double?
That was the week before. Last week they were at Marietta, and I didn't see what they did.
I didn't see what they did on the double day.
Yeah, they qualified again. I did see it, but I don't remember all what they got. There's so many trophies they give out.
All right, 11 minutes to go, and Meigs first possession in the second half. Jake Martin is going to hand it off over the right side. Some good running room there over across to the 22. And the ball carrier for the runners, Howard. If we say Howard, it's Wade. Wyatt is out with a season-ending knee injury. He's on crutches. And I have Wyatt in class, in my college class. Just a tremendous young man. Hand off again to Howard. Started to the right side, kind of rolled around to the left, but he's going to lose back to the 20. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 now. And, of course, by keeping it on the ground, it's still early, Stephen, but that clock continues to run. Meigs with a 14-point lead, 14-0 over a Wellston team that comes into the ball game at 5-3. Losses, of course, to Nelsonville, York, Trimble, and Athens. So those are pretty good opponents. There's out to Vance. He cannot break that tackle. Gain of only about 3. Finishing him off was Grayson Stites. And that'll bring up 4th down. Meigs is going to have to punt. And, Stephen, we have seen, you know what's in the back of my mind, that fake punt.
Not here.
We've done that a couple times.
You're right, but not here.
Right here would be the time to do it. It would be a fooler. Of course, if you don't get it, you put your defense in a lot of trouble. So we've got to execute a snap all the way back to the 10, and we have seen that not go well before. Let's see if we'd see that. Is that Cooper Jude there in that up spot? I see it 6. Beckham Blackson's going to come in. They blitz over the left side. There's the punt. It's a dandy. Will this thing roll or not?
He put his knee down when he got the football.
Okay, what's going on here? What happened?
He put his knee down when he received the ball on the snap. So Wellston's going to get the football at the Marauder 11-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Good call there by the referee. I thought he went down, but I didn't know how far he went. I was looking down here. We had a muff with a punt, which Meigs would have recovered. And, oh, my goodness, you got to know the rules. And, Stephen, this will put Wellston right back in the ball game if they can score here, which they've got the ball 1st and 10 at the 12. And now Coach Yates is saying he did not go all the way down.
He's not going to change Hootie's mind.
No, he's not going to change it, but he's pretty adamant about that he saw that he didn't go down. I was looking downfield. Stephen, you were looking at
I was, yeah. It was a low snap, and he went down to one knee to get it. Now, I'm not on the field, but I know that's what he did. If he was on the ground when he had the ball or not, I don't know that. But
he would have to have possession of it. Possession of it with the knee down. All right. There's one of those turnovers we've seen all year long. And there is Wade Howard and some of his buddies, Beckham Blackston there also. That's going to be probably no gain on the play. as that was Collins over the right side, Mason Collins with the carry. Still 14-0, but Meigs has just turned the ball over, and I would call that a turnover, Stephen.
I believe so, yeah.
Probably not, but you got to call it that.
You don't list it in the stats like it. Yeah.
The punt was clear back to the 50, and he muffed it, and so Meigs probably would have got the football back at the 50. See if this defense, Briggs across the middle and close to the touchdown.
Ball came out. Zach Goebel has the football.
They're saying he's down.
They said he was down.
Saying he was
He's
down.
still down.
Yeah.
Took a hit. He's trying to get up. There he goes.
That was one of those little crossing routes. And this is where Briggs is a little more effective than Scott, as appears to be a little bit better passer. I thought he threw the ball very well last year.
He did, absolutely.
Oh, they were never set. That might be a penalty. Collins is going to be short, and he was back there moving around. I'm not sure he ever got set, but no call. I got part of the window in the way, so maybe didn't see the whole thing. 7:48 to go here in the third quarter, 14-0. 14-0. Meigs punter Cooper Jude went to punt. The snap was bad, as sometimes that happens. Went down on one knee was the call, and gave him at the 12-yard line?
Yep, 4th and 1 right here.
So 4th and 1.
So they can get a first down without scoring.
Yeah, they've got to run the ball. You surely wouldn't call a pass play. They're going to call a quarterback sneak, maybe.
We got a timeout on the field.
Wellston's going to call timeout, and we don't want to miss this. We're going to stay right here. And George, give me a text if we're able to run 30s. Could you text me, please, and let me know if we have 30s available? So we'll keep it right here. And Stephen, if we can dodge this bullet, but if Wellston gets it in, it's a 14-7 ball game. This game very easily could be 28-0 right now. And if you remember, the Cooper Juice punt went near the 50, where it was muffed, and Meigs had a recovery there, but whistles were blowing everywhere, and so the Meigs player did not go after it. And of course, very possibly, the whistle was blowing way before that. So that was a ruling that he went down on one knee. So at the 12-yard line, they had it. They've got it down. So they've gained 9 in 3 plays. So it's 4th down and 1 for Wellston as they break the huddle. Meigs defense is ready. And Stephen, if they tried to run the middle of that line, Mr. Zach Goodwill will probably be there. This may be something to the outside. When I say outside, I mean maybe to out to a tackle area. And Meigs needs to put a lot of guys in the box and just take a chance on it won't be a dump pass of some sort.
But you got 10 on 10 is what you got in the middle.
So it's an I formation. Collins and Clarkson. He fumbled the football, and
I'm not sure he did. He went back.
He didn't get anywhere. He lost yards.
He absolutely did.
And Meigs holds. So the ball, the quarterback center exchange was not good, and that was Johnny Scott up underneath center. Yes, Johnny Scott back in the ball game. He bobbled the ball, and that takes a second, and by that time, Meigs' defense was all over that football. And Stephen, I think he lost a yard, didn't he? Maybe a half a yard.
It's back. It was on the 3-yard line. So they say no loss on the play.
They say no gain.
Yep, no gain.
So the Marauder defense, which Stephen hasn't been so in the past, but right now this is a fun group to watch. And the defensive coordinator is, I believe, Coach Yates himself.
Yeah, he calls the defense.
And his son's up on top. One of them, I believe it's Nayland, I think. Well, I'm calling the offensive plays. And this is a Meigs team that has just gotten better and better and better. Now, I'm not sure if to change the possession, they need to give Meigs the football.
Is there a timeout here? What's going on?
That's what he's talking about.
They're going to measure.
A change of possession is, oh my goodness, they are measuring. There is no way he got a first down. Stephen, when the ball was centered, Johnny Scott went backwards. He did not gain a yard.
Nope. They're pulling the sticks out again, and that's official now.
Yeah.
First down Marauders.
I'm not sure what's going on with these two measurements. I mean, by sight, we could see it here. Johnny Scott muffed it ever so slightly.
Yep.
and he did not go forward an inch.
Can a coach request the measurement?
Yes.
So maybe that's what the coach did. Wants him to measure.
Yep. They can request, and you should do that unless it's.
I mean, it's close right there. That would be a game-changing thing. If
the one they did measure out here, I'm not sure why. It was a yard short on a
you're right,
on a turf field. Now we got to be careful with safety. Out it goes, and Wellston is there pretty quickly. And I would like to see the passes downfield. Those little crossing routes over the middle, those are very dangerous, and those will get you the yardages. Those right there require you to break one tackle, and those are very dangerous out there when you're this deep on your own 6-yard line, throwing the ball sideways that far. So it did gain about 4, second down and 6. Meigs leads at 14-0. This is going to be a running play, and this is going to be up near the 9, so he only got a couple yards out of that one. So this is going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Marauders.
I think they need Wade Howard in the ball game. I'm sorry, Cooper Jude's a great kid, but I think Wade just gives you a little bit more when you run the football. Unless he can't go.
Well, they're going to give it to him again, and he's going to get no gain on the play. So Wade Howard is down here behind, and now he goes into the ball game.
It's 4th down.
Well,
I mean,
that's not going to help. He's just going in for blocking. So 4th and 3 on 2 Cooper Jude runs and a pass out in the flats. There's the kick by Cooper. Lets this thing hit and roll, and there it goes, and they got to get away from it. It's going to go. It's going to stop right there at the 48. So Wellston will have the ball with the Meigs 48-yard line. Now on the coverage back here was Kel Fott, the return man, and boy, you don't want to take any chances on receiving a punt. And he did it. That was the right choice to let it hit. It didn't go anywhere. So.
Yeah, it checked up like
it checked up
like a 9-iron, right?
Yeah, not my 9-iron.
No, not mine either.
I would scold mine clear across the green. We went to Eagle Sticks on Thursday, and I was on a par 3. I was pin high, but in the rough. I chipped it onto the second cut, and then putted off of that 20 yards down over the hill, clear across the green. They were like lightning.
Oh wow!
Hand off over the left side. 2 missed tackles, and I believe that was Clarkson, I think, 14 on the carry. And that's probably about the biggest gain Meigs has been given up, maybe
the runner down
6, 7, 8 yards, 7 at the most, maybe. But that was a gaping hole over the left side, and the Marauders just overran it, appeared. And now we have a Wellston injury. And let's go ahead and take a timeout. Back in 1 minute. WMPO, the game.
In every moment of need, there are those who stand ready to help, our local behavioral health care heroes. These dedicated professionals and partners work tirelessly to support our community's mental health, providing care, compassion, and hope to those who need it most. To the counselors, therapists, case managers, social workers, nurses, and all the amazing staff, we see you. Your commitment, your passion, and your endless patience make a difference every single day. To our community partners who collaborate and extend their hands in partnership, thank you for being the backbone of our shared mission. Together, you are making our community stronger, healthier, and more resilient. We're deeply grateful for all you do. This message is brought to you by the Gallia-Jackson Meigs Alcohol, Drug, Addiction, and Mental Health Board, standing together with our local behavioral health care workforce and partners. For more information on the Adam H. Board or local treatment providers, visit our website, gjmboard.org, and like and follow us on Facebook.
All right, welcome back. Marauder Field, Farmers Bank Stadium. Meigs leads at 14-0.
Quick update: Athens defeats River Valley 54-0. Nelsonville over top of Vinton County 26-6. Looks like they're setting up a matchup next week. Athens and Nelsonville for the TVC Ohio title.
And who's Nelsonville playing?
Nelsonville's playing Vinton County tonight.
And that score was
26-6.
26-6.
Yep. Eastern Pike 7-6 now over South Gallia. Trimble down 14-6 at the fourth quarter, it says, to Waterford. They could clinch a share of well, I'm guessing Waterford clinch a share of the TVC Hocking title tonight if they can defeat Trimble. Warren over Fort Fry, that's his third quarter score, 21-6. Eastern Pike 7-6 over South Gay, a big game right there. Caldwell coming back on Toronto, down 20-14 now. It was 20-0. Miller 35-0 over Bishop Rosecrans.
Miller Falcons having a pretty nice year. Around the left side goes to Wellston running back number 23 Mason Collins after the injury.
Penalty flag thrown in late by the judge on the sideline over there. I'm not sure who that's against, but
well, could be usually a face mask or a late hit.
Let's see what Hootie says. Blocked below the waist.
Which
Shot
way?
block. Yep.
Which way is he calling it? Offensive foul? Shot block would be against the offense.
Yeah, it was against the offense.
One going high, then one going low. So that's going to move the ball back to the 47-yard line. Second down and about 15 for the Golden Rockets. Well, I'd like to see Meigs get a hold, and one more score I think would maybe do it. But right now, Stephen, it's still a two-score ball game, and if they run and they score and go for two and get it, you got a 14-8 ball game, and you're in trouble. Vance is being held, and now hopefully that's not a late hit over there, and I don't see a flag.
See a flag. No. Brings up third down.
Yeah, if you're going to call a hold, you saw number 77 for the Golden Rockets grab and stretch the jersey of Vance. Third down and 15. And Wellston, Stephen, just being down 14, they're going to be careful. I think, yes, quarterback Briggs, the 6'5" sophomore. Now Braden Goebel goes into the game, and number 64, Dyson Dugan, out on this third and long. Briggs back to pass, and he's going to go for a bunch of it, and he dropped the football. So more stomping above us. And that's a nice pass there by Briggs, and I'm sure. Oh, he threw his helmet off, Stephen, and I think he's hurt the Wellston receiver. And
I think he's got a cramp.
It's a cramp, I believe.
Yeah, he's got a cramp over there. His teammate was trying to help him out, but now I think their trainers. I think that's their trainer. That brings up a 4th and 15. It says on the board, but.
So 4th down and should see a punt.
And great coverage there by Griff Hudson as well.
Yeah, it was a beautifully thrown ball by Wes Briggs. He quarterbacked the entire game last year and led them to victory. It was, I think, was that 28-18?
28-18, yeah.
In a game that was very close all the way, as they normally are, within a score or two.
Now they faked it in the first half. I don't think you're going to see one here, but the officials are going to call a timeout here with
Ballard to punt the ball away. Did Wellston have an extra man on the field? I see one going off, 66, but now they got one coming back on. And why are we stopped, Steve?
Well, you might know, with the injury right there going that way.
Well, if he called an injury timeout for 11, he's got to go out of the ball game.
What I'm saying is, they're still working on the player who was down with the cramp. Can you still play that way and maybe?
No, he's not even in the team box area. Yeah, I'm not sure they should really. And you see the other official down there with the trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And they're helping him up. It was just a cramp.
He's having a hard time.
Yeah, hard time standing.
He needs some help.
They're there with him.
Yeah.
Those cramps they're tough on you.
He's going down again.
So we should be okay to go now. He's back behind the 2-yard required yardage, I believe. Still waiting to see if we're going to continue right now. 4:35 to go here in the third quarter, the second and third quarter. We want to get that down, that yardage here, yard line.
Wheelersburg's all over Minford, 54-0, fourth quarter. Uniote all over Paint Valley, 36-0. Fairfield Christian over Millersport, 28-0. Logan down 34-6 in the fourth to Groveport Madison. Fourth quarter score, Eastern Pike over South Gallia, 7-6. If South Gallia could pull that one out, huge playoff points to the Southern Tornadoes.
And what's the score right now?
7-6, fourth quarter.
And who's got the lead?
Eastern Pike.
Eastern Pike. South Gallia evidently went, I would guess, went for 2 maybe.
Maybe. Miller over Bishop Rosecrans, 41-0. I heard the whistle blow, so we're getting ready to play some ball.
Good for the Miller Falcons. I like that. My good friend Chuck Knopp enjoys it too. There's the kick, and better get away from it.
Let that roll. Get out of the way, Griffo.
Don't you dare do that. We've started in the hole.
Yep.
And so back at the 15 or so. Meg still leads at 14-0, so we've got the ball. And let's see if we can move the ball downfield. After we stopped them, the first half was what? That was a
92 yard.
92 yard after getting the ball at the 8.
And that was a 75-yard touchdown pass, too.
Yeah. To end that was that same drive, right?
It was, yep. That's why I said we went 92 yards but didn't cross the 25.
Yeah. All right. So Jake Martin, the quarterback.
Official spot at the 14.
And is that, I believe that's Wade Howard now, back at running back. And I'm not sure what you had him in halftime, but he had some really nice runs there in the first half. Martin back to pass. This is not going to be good. He throws it into the ground at the feet.
Run the football.
At the feet of DeWeese. And those pass patterns are just a little bit long when you run them like that. I'd like to see that shorter. If you remember the one he caught last week against Minford, I believe it was just like a 10-yard slant.
Yep.
It was a quicker pass, and then you let him get those yards after catch. Those longer ones are tough, and that's when those safeties come in and light you up. So 4:17 on the clock, 2nd and 10. Martin back to pass, and he threw it right to Wellston, number 54. I believe that's Collins. And down to the 10 goes number 54, Hunter Collins. And I believe he's the twin of number 23, Mason Collins.
It looked like the same throw as the incompletion.
And he threw it right to him, Stephen.
Right to him,
I mean, right between the 5 and the 4. And if we win this game, this defense is going to have to be given a standing ovation because they've been on the field. You know, other than that first drive we had, we haven't moved the ball until we hit that 75-yard touchdown pass. That's our 2 scores, a brilliant, beautiful drive of, 75 yards to start the ball game on a mixture of runs and passes. And after that, it has been rough. And we did hit the 75-yarder to make it 14-0. Paulo good on both extra point kicks. Briggs back to pass, and he nearly got his picked off. And on the defense, Cooper Jude, number 26. And, you know, if you're Wellston, you're still in this ball game. Even though right now it probably feels like you're down 28 instead of 14 because they've not been able to move the ball a whole lot. The Meigs defense, though, has been on the field the entire second half, 8 minutes now. We just had that one possession in the second half where we'd had a couple, but they didn't last long. This defense has been out there a lot.
Yeah, offensively we've had it for a total of 9 plays in the second half.
So Briggs is going to hand it off, running room of the right side, and it gets down to about the 7. Does number 1, that's Johnny Scott running the ball. Yeah, Johnny Scott, number 1 on the carry. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. They've got 5. That looks like about 5.5. It's a little bit more than 5. Briggs back to pass. Heavy pressure. He gets out of it. Now more pressure. Oh, my goodness. That's a double stomper as he hit him, looks like, right in the face mask. And he's down. And, Stephen, it appeared that he batted the ball away.
It did. I think he caught his foot in the turf. And he went down, and yeah, it did look like it hit him in the face mask.
It was a beautiful pass.
Could have been a touchdown. Yeah, it was 6.
Or by Wes Briggs, I should say. Wes Briggs. and it's in the far corner down by the band boosters booth, and he went down. The pass was right there to him, and it looked like his hands went out as if he batted away.
It sure did.
As if he was in so much pain he couldn't, and it appears that he is in a lot of pain.
I can't see the number that far away. He rolled up, and you don't know who it is, and you don't want to speculate. But and what's worse about it is the guys that got there. It's not a cramp. His legs aren't in the air. It's not a cramp.
He may have caught his cleat in the turf, and then when he twisted, maybe twisted his knee. I hate to say. Not going to say. I'm not going to give anyone his number either.
Well, we can't see it that
We can't see it anyway, but we'll just leave it at that. It will be 4th down and 6 when we resume play after the interception thrown by Martin to Hunter Collins. And we've been back deep forever. In the first half, Stephen, in the second half, Meigs has been right here, inside the 15-yard line, down by the clock.
Yeah, we can't seem to move the football now for some unknown reason. First half was okay, but
the punter, Cale Fott, has done a great job. At last punt, rolled dead at the 15. Was it 15? That where they started, and then.
Well, remember the punt we tried to make.
No,
they got the
right
ball
here, this last one
at the 6, and we stopped them.
And then one at the 6. So. Well, that's when Cooper G went back to punt and dropped to a knee trying to field the ball, and we stopped them there. But how much do you expect of this Meigs defense? They got a shutout going right now, and this is a group of young men that's been really fun to watch. ID at 9. Okay, George, whenever you're ready, we got a delay because of the injury, so you can run that
WMPO
anytime.
1390 AM, W279CE, Middleport Pomeroy, and W260 DF Athens, a Total Media Group station.
And thank you, George. That is our required ID at the top of the hour. So thank you, George. George will be joining us in the morning on the Coaches Show. We appreciate George. He'll be there, George Falble. He'll be there with us as our board operator in the morning as we switch over to K92 for our Coaches Show. And Coach Wilford will be with us tomorrow to promote his Southern Tornadoes. We talked about the points that they would get for not playing tonight. They got to get something, I'm sure. And he'll explain that and see if they can slip up in that 8 spot for a home playoff game. Blitz over the right side. That's an incomplete pass, but there's a flag on the play. No. You can't have that. He called encroachment Meigs, and he called it a live ball play. You can't do that. That's a live ball, or that's a dead ball foul, encroachment. It's not going to be enough for the first down. It was incomplete, and the play should have never happened. And that's not good.
So it's still going to be 4th down.
Still be 4th down, but that was our football right there. Well, it wouldn't have been. It should have been a dead ball foul, though.
We're at the 2-yard line. I'm sorry, the 2-yard line.
So it's a 3-yard line, 4th down.
Do the runners have another stop in them here on 4th down?
Well, I don't know how much more you can ask of them. Breaks back to pass, got a man wide open. There's the Marauder.
He's not going to get there.
And he did not get there.
They're calling him down right there.
At about the 1 foot line. No.
He could have got a first down.
Oh, he got a first down. First down. Okay, so.
It was 4th and 2, and they're down at the 1, so he got 2.
So here they go. I don't know how we're going to keep him out. And he's in for the touchdown. So another gift touchdown on the season. And you can't blame the Marauder defense, except for the encroachment. We should have had the football, Stephen, if you're not lined up in the neutral zone. And because they did have an but that should have been a dead ball foul. And so we would have never seen that incomplete pass. So we're going to go for the kick. and I can't see his number, but maybe we can get it afterwards. Briggs on the hold. The kick is up by number 3, and that is Braxton Engels. No good. 3:04 to go here in the third period. 14-6 Meigs. Back in 1 minute on WMPO, The Game.
Give your yard a big league makeover with the power of steel. Hoggins Espin Materials Company has a variety of tools to help you cover your bases. Blowers, chainsaws, brush cutters, and trimmers. Check out the Steel FS70R Professional Trimmer. Hoggins Espin also stocks paint, plumbing supplies, trusses, flooring, dog food, and so much more. Proud to support local youth and sports. That's Hoggins Espin Materials Company in Mason and Point Pleasant.
At Rivers Health Sports Medicine and Therapy Services, our team cares for your team both on and off the field. Our skilled and experienced physicians, athletic trainers, and therapy staff are dedicated to preventing injuries and getting you back in the game as soon as possible. With personalized care and the latest treatments, our focus is on you and maximizing your performance following your injury. Visit us at rivershealth.org or call 304-675-8639. Rivers Health Sports Medicine and Therapy Services, where our team cares for yours.
All right, welcome back. Stephen, recap that. After the Hunter Collins interception, Wellston goes.
5 plays, 11 yards, 1 minute, 1 second off the clock. Johnny Scott comes in. 1 yard touchdown run. The kick is no good. Marauders still lead 14-6, 3:04 left.
And you cannot blame the defense on that.
But there's only so many times you can be pushing against it.
The offense has put them on the field. And, oh, my gosh, another – who was that? That was Isaiah Arms this time, catching the ball at the 30, could have gotten at least 5 or 6, 7 yards on the return, dropped to one knee. So, Coach's show in the morning, we'll start out with Coach Wilford, and we'll talk about the playoff situation for the Tornadoes. They are in the 8th spot, but did not play tonight. We'll see how that plays out. And we'll have Coach Jackson at about 9:20. Coaches Clay Johnson of the White Falcons about 9:40. Coach Yates at 10 o'clock. 13th year of the Coach's show. And Stephen seems to be very, very popular.
Yeah, a lot of people listen to us, eh?
And off to the left side, and zero blocking that time as the lineman went right past Blanks, untouched, and made the tackle. That was a loss of 2 yards. And this Marauder offense is not generating any offense at all, except on that first drive, which was a thing of beauty, and then did hit the 75-yard pass. The defense has been on the field most of the ball game. There's that wide receiver screen again. That's going nowhere. And it's just too easy a pass to defend. They're hanging Griff Hudson out to the cleaners, and then Wellston just come and lighten him up. And
it's just too high. It takes too long.
It takes too long to get there. And you got to throw the ball downfield. Vance hasn't touched the ball since he caught the 75-yarder. You got to get to the 40-yard line for a first down. And Martin to Vance, and he dropped it. Perfect pass for the first down at the 43, and probably some more.
That would have been 6. He would have caught that. There's nobody here in the lane. It would have been wide open.
So another drop touchdown pass by Vance. That was a touchdown, Stephen. You're right.
Absolutely.
Because he was coming towards us. Wellston had 0 defenders there.
And he would have outran them.
And he would have outran them. And, boy, oh, boy. That is 3 dropped passes for touchdowns. And Meigs' defense has got to go back out again. There's a muff. Uh-oh, that's going to be a late hit. Should be. And the back judge, that should have been on Isaiah Arms for a late hit.
I think they're going to get the Wellston player for a slap in the head.
Yep, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And if you're the Wellston coach, Coach Graham, you've got to be disappointed in no call, because in high school football, once you're down, you're down. And Arms come in late, Stephen. Isaiah came in late, hit him. That's why the Wellston man that covered it, I believe it was Falk, not sure, and he got up and reacted and drew the 15-yard penalty. And there's absolutely nothing you can say to the Coach Graham that's going to satisfy that, because that was just not a good call. I mean, it was a good call on what he called, but it was a non-call.
That's what they're talking to the official over there right now, I think. So they are spotting the football on the, where are they at? 18-yard line?
That's a 15-yard penalty. That's got to start 1st and 10.
They're still talking to him.
It should have been
Do they know the officials aren't in line right here? They just snapped
There are no officials, and now they snap it. But the referee marked it ready for play with two of these officials talking to each other.
I mean, you were out of position. They got to recognize that.
So Wellston trying to drive for the tying touchdown. That's all they could do, 1:48 here in the third. And I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do it, Stephen. This Meigs defense has got to be tired.
Wellston's
18 has
sure
never been
here.
set, and there he finally gets set.
They don't know the play, I think. There's
Handoff over the right side. That's too many yards to 20. Only a couple, but should have been caught in the backfield for no gain. So 2nd down and 8 for the Golden Rockets back at their own 20-yard line. And I tell you, Wes Briggs scares me because he can throw the football, and he just come off the bench. Johnny Scott's been the quarterback most of the time, and he's now the running back. So they've made some changes.
I think they've thrown it all, the plan for Johnny Scott out the window. He's played a little defense.
Johnny over the left side and didn't get maybe about 1, maybe 2. 2nd down and a long 6, we'll call it. And that's about what it is. So big play for the Meigs defense. Can you ask them to do it one more time, Stephen? They have been on the field the entire football game. Briggs back to pass, looking for a big one, and did he catch it? Fott catches the ball wide open, and what a throw there by the sophomore Wes Briggs. And I think they're probably a better team with Johnny Scott at running back and Briggs at the quarterback. So Meigs couldn't get off the field on 3rd down. Give it to Scott over the left side. He's going to go down. If he got anything, it was a half a yard to the 40. And we're running down to the last. That was maybe the last play. And let's see, they may get one more in. That's going to change the winner of the 3rd quarter spot on the down to 10 seconds. Are they going to let the clock run out?
They're going to let it run out.
It would be good for me. 40 South, Stephen.
Yep. 40
South is the call for the and Meigs leads at 14-6 after 3. Back in 1 minute on WMPO The Game.
Keep your athlete in action with Holzer's Saturday morning sports injury clinics. Dr. Kelly Rausch and Charles Zurenberg offer Saturday morning sports clinics at Holzer Sycamore in Gallipolis and the Holzer Jackson Clinic on Pattonsville Road every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. during the fall sports season. Dr. Rausch and Dr. Z have the experience to keep your athlete in action. No appointment necessary. Walk-ins are welcome.
Everyday moments matter, whether it's cooking a meal, warming your home, or enjoying the outdoors. Rutland Bottle Gas has been fueling those moments for families and businesses across Ohio and West Virginia for years. Our reliable propane delivery and service ensure you have the energy you need when you need it. Make every moment count with Rutland Bottle Gas. Reliable, affordable, and local. Call us today at 740-742-2511 and experience the difference. You can also visit us on the web at rutlandbottlegas.com. Stay warm with reliable service from Rutland Bottle Gas.
All right, welcome back as we start the 4th quarter play.
Southgate's taking the lead on Eastern Pike, 12-7.
Go Rebels. All right, Meigs leads at 14-6. And 2nd and 10. Briggs, the quarterback, fakes it to Scott, and that pass is deflected by Dustin Vance.
That was huge right there.
And this game should not be 14, Stephen. We've played well enough if we could catch the ball. 28-6 at the worst should be the score right now. Paulo hit the extra points. But the drop touchdown passes have did not yield a score. So it's a 14-6 ball game. Wellston still in the game. Back to pass is Briggs. He's under some pressure, gets away. Collins, nice tackle. Cooper Jude at the 40, so only a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 5 for the Marauder defense. And we're not getting the pressure I would like in there, Stephen, either on Briggs. You'll see a lot of West Briggs the rest of this game, and also I believe they're going to punt the ball away.
Well, the rate the Marauder defense is going right now, I think I would too.
Yeah, you might as well.
See if you can stop them down here, and then you're closer to your own end zone. You're right. Yeah, I believe I would too. 11 minutes of the ball game.
Cale Fotts put the ball inside the 15 how many times now? Oh, this is the illegal substitution. So Meigs will probably decline the penalty. I would not have him kick it again. He's kicked the ball too well.
There isn't a penalty, Rick.
Yes, there is. We had illegal motion. He was never set. Wellston did not get all.
I don't see a flag, but I believe
see it right
you're
there
right.
40. He threw
I
it.
see it now. I see it now.
Yeah, he threw it. Meigs will probably. I would decline it for this reason. Kyle Fott has kicked the ball inside. Yes, okay. We did refuse it, and I agree with that because Kyle Fott could kick the ball inside the 10 on us. And great job there by Coach Yates to decline the penalty. We've got the football. You never know what would happen if you have him re-kick it. Meigs is going to send trips to the left. DeWeese is here one-on-one. There is a free safety, number 11, Bailey Ousley. And Meigs has got to put together a drive and quit dropping passes. And things would be better for our defense. They could get a little bit of a rest. 14-6 Meigs, 10:55 to go in the ball game. Hand off the right side. And
good run there. Good run.
That is Cooper Jude on that. Yep, Cooper Jude, 26 on the carry.
Right there, he ran in front of his pulling guard, or the tackle that came around. He just got in front of him, so he needed to just kind of. I know you can't do that, but
Griff Hudson in arms and Vance to the left. DeWeese here, one-on-one coverage with Mason Collins. And Mason Collins officiated last night with the umpire at Guy Academy on the middle school game. There's a quick toss to the left side. Got to keep going forward, not for the first down. On the run there by Cooper Jude. So, got a first down. This might be something that Meigs does is keep the ball on the ground. And that'll set up a wide open pass play maybe. So now Kyle Fott is going to come over and take DeWeese. Now here comes Collins back over 23 to line up with DeWeese. And he's going to be right up on him. Handoff over the left side. Cooper Jude again for about 7. 2nd down and 3. So that's what the doctor ordered, Stephen. You called it just a little bit ago. Run the football. Run the football. So you got 2 downs to get 3 yards. Wellston at times, though, has stepped up and stopped us for no gain. And that's something wrong there.
Throw it away. Throw it away.
Get rid of it. The rule says you can throw it away. I believe he caught it. No covering official.
Right here.
Oh, there he is. I see.
What he said no, incomplete.
He said incomplete? Okay. So that was a miscommunication between Cooper Jude and Martin, Jake Martin. And Coach Yates doesn't agree with the call. He says he's telling the official that he caught the football. So, okay, now what we doing? Was there a penalty?
They're moving the football back. Evidently there was. I didn't see a flag. If it was coming this way,
I haven't seen any penalty signals from the referee.
On the 37, that was a.
So they chose to replay the down, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been a penalty.
So they've got 3 on the board. There's 2 over there. And now it's 2nd down on the board. Hand off to Jude over the left side. And he may fight forward for 1 yard, 3rd down, and about 7 coming up. So it's going to force the Marauders to throw the football. They would not, this is not 3-down territory. Makes the ball at their own 37. And these passes, where you see how far we're lining up, how wide we are, that makes the pass a pretty long pass.
And it usually goes high, and that gives them time to recover.
So Martin back to pass, and he's got a man right here, and he dropped it. Dustin Vance dropped it. Probably would not have had enough for the first down. Probably would have been 4th and 1 if he does catch it. And don't know what's going on tonight, but we have dropped a ton of passes. And there was another one, and Dustin knows he should have caught that one. 4th down. Wellston's going to get the ball back. 8:32 to go. Back to receive the punt is number 13. That's Cale Fox. Cooper Jude to punt it away. We need a good snap, and they fake it. Got the first down. Howard to the 50.
There's
to
where
the
it
48.
is.
And boy, I like the way Wade Howard runs the football. And a great call by Coach Yates.
I'm calling him the gambler tomorrow. Wait till you see.
It has worked. It's worked every time.
Every time he's done it, it's worked.
I think he's called it 3 times. It's worked every time.
Yep. 15 yards to get a first down for the Marauders.
And what was that? That was a 4th and 7, was it?
Yeah, it was 4th and 7, just right up the gut like that. And he burst. I thought he was going to get tackled. I was hoping he got 7. He got 8 more.
Certainly like the way he runs. Hand off over the right side, cuts it to the middle of the field for about 5. That's Cooper Jude back in the ball game.
Running the football, yeah. And we got a player down for the Marauders. That is, he's trying to get up.
And they're going to stop it, so he's going to have to go out. And can't afford this. That was and there's Vance with his helmet off. That's a recipe for a 15-yard penalty on the playing field without your helmet on. Okay, injured player is up. It appears to just be a cramp. 68 or 69? 68.
68.
Tobin? Yeah, he's okay, but he will have to come out one play. Limping just a little bit.
I think he got hit on the thigh.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's good. 65 in the ball game is David Young. And David Young, I believe, 5'11", 235 sophomore, is our only returning lineman for next year. So we're going to be a little bit lighter, but very quick next year. The defensive line. Of course, a lot of these kids are returning. Be a good nucleus returning next year. Of course, we'll have Gunner back at quarterback, and probably will not see him the rest of the year, even though he may be healed up.
He still has a cast on.
Does he still have it on? Okay.
From what I could see, standing down here in a leather jacket.
Okay, gotcha.
But I think he has a cast on. It maybe in a couple of weeks it might
his
come off.
last report, I believe Coach Yates said it still wasn't healed. That was game 2, so that would have been was that the last Friday in August? Did we play 2 in August?
Yeah,
okay.
August 30th.
Yeah, so it would have been August 30th when it happened. So this is game 9, but he wants that thing healed up. Got basketball season coming.
Mm-hmm.
He's got.
If he's not ready to go now, there's no reason to force
he's not
next
going.
week.
No reason at all. He'll be back next year for us, and he'll get himself ready for a great basketball season.
7:42 rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. 14-6 Meigs.
Down to 14 seconds on the play clock. And now a whistle.
Timeout Meigs.
Ooh, a timeout called. We'll take one as well. 14-6 Meigs. And back in 1 minute on WMPO The Game.
One of the best tickets in town will always be activities at our local schools. Athletic events, concerts, and plays. You can always count on an enjoyable time. Our children are the future. Let's give them all the encouragement that we can. Go to a game, hear a concert, see a play. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
The all-new Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is now open in Gallipolis. With a huge selection of new vehicles and over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, we're Southern Ohio's premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership. Not only will you find the best selection around, but we also offer a full service department to take care of your purchase and service needs for the lifetime of your vehicle. You also get peace of mind with the Braden Promise, a warranty included on most new and pre-owned vehicles. Come and see us at Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 252 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, or check us out online at BradenCDJR.com.
And welcome back, Martyr Field, Farmers Bank Stadium. And we knew this was going to be a close ball game. It always is.
Yep, we said it.
Second down and 6 for the Marauders. 7:34 to go in the ball game. They lead by 8. And that Cooper Jude over the left side, no gain on the play. And Wade Howard had that nice run.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's not in the football.
Punt. Is he out there? Was he injured on that?
I don't think so.
I'm not seeing
Cooper ran the beginning of that drive.
I'm not seeing him down on the sideline. There he is. I see him.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's not in the ball game. You want power up the middle. Wade Howard's going to give it to you. A huge third down right here, 3rd and 6.
All right. Jake Martin, this will be a pass, I'm sure. Going for everything. Look here. It's DeWeese for the Meigs touchdown. No one's going to catch him. 43-yard touchdown pass. Martin to DeWeese. And that may be the ball game right there. And that could have happened several times before this.
How did he get that wide open?
Well, he's got good speed. He outran him.
But nobody covered him. You might want to cover number 1.
Yeah. And Martin picked him out, saw him down there, number 1. But you see what happened when he caught it? He ran away from everybody.
Yep, nobody's going to catch it.
Paulo Corellis for the EP. Watch how quick he kicks this. He does a nice job. And it is up. Oh, it hit the upright. No good. 6:46 to go in the ball game. Paulo on the miss. 26 Meigs back in 1 minute. WMPO, the game.
Being an Army Ranger is a very fast-paced lifestyle. I was clearing a weapons cache in Haditha, Iraq, when the building collapsed on me, burying me alive. I spent 6 months in the hospital and a year of recovery. When I was separated from the military, I just felt like I was useless because I only had this one thing that I was supposed to do, and then that one thing was taken away from me. But then one day, I got a call from Wounded Warrior Project. They asked me to come to a workout, and I decided that I was going to get better, both physically and mentally. Now I'm a warrior leader. I create events and opportunities for other veterans locally. Wounded Warrior Project did a phenomenal job reminding me that my injuries aren't going to define who I am. And because of that, I can do anything that I want.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
All right, welcome back. Stephen?
Marauder drive 76 yards in 11 plays, 4:09 off the clock. 43-yard touchdown to a wide-open Landon DeWeese. Follows kick, this time hits the upright. Marauders lead 20-6.
There's the kick, taking it to 21-yard line, and that's number 18 with the football. Down he goes on the return, Levi Bellard. And Wellston will have the ball 1st and 10 right there. And, Stephen, they've got to throw the ball, so Meigs defensive backs should have their ears bent back and ready for a pick 6. Braden Goebel, number 15, the freshman linebacker, into the ball game. Cough out.
Yeah, Wellston now down 2 scores, 6:41 left in the ball game. They can't run the football like they want to. They might mix a few in there, but they got to go to the air now. That's where you see Briggs in the ball game.
This is a time for a pick 6 or an interception. I'll just say an interception because you know what they're going to do. They've got to throw the ball. Briggs is a very good passer. Back to pass, out in the flats, got a wide open man, but we should have him, and we do not. And that was Cooper Jude on a missed tackle, and he rarely does that. But I'm not sure why it happens a lot to the Marauder defense, and they're just not wrapping up. That was about a 5-yard gain. It should have went for nothing.
Yep.
But this defense has done a fine job tonight. The only touchdown they got was because of a turnover at the 11-yard line. They've done that a few times. Briggs going for a long one. Should be intercepted by Arms, and he misjudged it and then went over the head of everybody down to around the 40-yard line. That'll bring up third down and about 6. The Wellston receiver is limping back and can't get his number. And that's funny, they won't turn where you can see their number, and I still can't see it. It might have been Ousley, number 11. I'm not sure.
It was, yep. He's limping over here.
Okay, yep. Bailey Ousley.
He's in pain.
Third down. Breaks back to pass. And did he catch it? Yes, he did.
The second guy did, yep.
Yep. Should be a first down for the Golden Rockets. Meg's still not putting any pressure on Briggs. And you can see Ousley, number 11, is really limping pretty badly. Okay, right ankle was turned on that long pass play. And now Wellston's got another player down. Ousley's going to take himself out of the ball game. He cannot hardly move at all. So he'll be replaced. So any more? Let's go through some updates if you have any more scores.
Well, Eastern Pike has taken the lead on South Gallia 13-12.
How much does it say?
It says fourth quarter. Fourth quarter. Yep. Nelsonville's running away from Vinton County 39-12. See. Logan Elm 35-0 over Alexander. That game's probably over. Portsmouth West defeats Oak Hill. Jackson, Wheelersburg, both winners. Fairfield Union scores late, defeats Amanda Clear Creek 18-13.
Well, Hama was leading South Harrison 28-0 at half, and that should be well into the third quarter by now. I'll text Ricky Kearns for an update. I'll go ahead and do that now. And let's see, last time it was 8:45. Yeah, so let me give an update here from Ricky. Back to, and that's going to fall incomplete. Pass was intended for number 23, Mason Collins. Second down and 10 for Wellston. That'll stop the clock with 5:40 to go in the ball game. 20-6 Meigs. And as we look at the back of this sheet here, we go to Alexander next week, and Wellston scored 38. It was a 38-14 ball game. Wellston, I think that game was played at Alexander. Not sure. Hand off to Johnny Scott. He's got some running room. Cooper Jude gets him around the ankles. And not before he gains, I give him 6 on the play. Third down and 4 for Wellston, who's in a hurry-up offense right now. Briggs back to pass, out in the flats, and 2 defenders. Great job there, Cooper Jude and Griff Hudson, as they put the hit on Cale Font. And that'll bring up 4th down now. And they got to go for it. Down by 14 points, 20-6. Briggs back to pass. And that ball was deflected, and Wade Howard almost has a pick right there. But nonetheless, Meigs will get the football back with 4:48 to go. And let's see who we got in there. I believe Howard's going to be in there. They've alternated Wade Howard and Cooper Jude. Have you got Wade's carries and yards there?
Yeah.
What's he got?
He's got 15 carries for 75 yards.
Okay. So that comes out to 5 yards a carry, doesn't it? And plus, you counted the fake punt.
Yep. And
that was one of his big carries on 4th and 7. And boy, he just is just a tough runner.
And that was on that touchdown drive too, so it kept the drive going and we scored.
Howard over the right side, and he's going to get about 3 on the play. But what that does, that allows that clock. Both teams with 2 timeouts.
Yep.
And so we're going to be getting close to a situation where Wellston is going to have to start calling those 2 timeouts. Maybe it might be a couple minutes yet. Meigs got the football.
Both hands on the ball.
Yeah. And I tell you, I still wouldn't be afraid to throw the ball downfield just a little bit if they had to keep the drive alive. Right now would be a good time to do it. I don't think Wellston would be expecting a pass, of course, but it does stop the clock. And, oh, my goodness, a bad snap, get fall on it. Oh, my goodness. And the center holds his hands out like it wasn't his fault. Well, I don't know who else centered the ball. Not good. Not a good situation for it.
That's a 12-yard loss. And I know Jake,
and this
it goes on to Jake, but
this is the stuff that you see, that we've seen all year long.
Yeah.
That
self-inflicting.
Meigs if they don't make those type of errors, this is not a bad football team at all, but like against Athens, who they, shut out, held them down in the second half, as well as, they holding 1 score in the second half? Can't remember, but I know Nelsonville.
It was 35-0 in the end.
Oh, that's right, yeah. In Nelsonville, we held them to only 7. That was in a backup role at the end of the ball game.
Meigs takes time out here.
Yeah, we'll just keep it here for right now as we're nearing the end of the ball game. We want to remind everybody in the morning on K92, Steve and I will be there. George Faubel will be our board operator, and we'll be talking about Southern's playoff chances with them not able to play tonight as Payton City canceled on them, and evidently no one else available around to play. And Stephen, I think, but I'm not sure, that they may get the average of their points that they've earned.
Eastern Pike wins 13-12.
Well, that really hurts Southern's chances of hosting a playoff game, because they would have moved up a couple spots without a doubt.
What a game that was.
Because South Gallia would have picked up major points, and then Southern, because they defeated South Gallia. Remember, Southern only lost to Beaver Eastern by 27-21 score.
And maybe with a couple of calls that were a little questionable, could have been a little bit different. I watched that last play, and Coach Wilford's right. He was definitely going down, but they let him throw it, and they scored. So
Meigs is going to go for a big chunk right here. Oh, he throws a pick 6. This won't hurt because it'll go as a punt, but Kyle Fox still running the ball, and it doesn't hurt a whole lot, Stephen, because of we would have punted the ball anyway, but another interception, another turnover, and there's been 2 picks. I don't think we fumbled the ball away, have we?
No, we haven't.
But we went down on one knee. I'm going to call that a turnover at the 6-yard line. So you probably got us down for 2, but I'm going to call it 3 because we gave them the ball at the 6 when our punter went down on one knee to capture the football on a bad snap. So Wellston will have the football with 3:07 left and 2 timeouts. Briggs will be back to pass, and he's got, that was a hold right there. No call. Oh, my goodness. How do you miss that call? 2 officials looking right at him, and Stephen, he just grabbed him.
And you could tell he was grabbing him because, his arm was trailing him. Dustin was trying to get to him, and his arm was being held.
One arm was behind him, one in front of him. And we saw some calls from about 20 yards away thrown into a pile. We had a hold on a 1-yard. Meigs had a hold on a 1-yard gain, and that's weird. And that right there was so obvious. It would have made it. It would have made it second or first. They had to repeat it down, 1st and 2nd 25.
And timeout on the field, Wellston. Both teams now with just 1 timeout.
Okay, boy, that's. They've actually called it 2 times. That timeout there, I'd question a little bit. All right, we'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute on WMPO The Game.
Transitioning from being a Marine to a civilian was very hard. I lost my purpose. I lost the drive that I had. That is a very dark and lonely place to be. It took me surrendering to myself to get the help that I needed. At my very first Wounded Warrior Project event, I met Ray Pizarro. He told me, you need to have the courage to forgive yourself for the things you've done in the past. I got it tattooed on my hand. One night, my depression kept telling me, we can end this. And just before I was about to pull the trigger, I looked down at my hand, and that's what saved my life that night. That was the beginning of my incredible journey with the Wounded Warrior Project.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
All right, welcome back. And it'll be second down and 10 for Wellston after the timeout. Not sure why they called one there. It was an incomplete pass, wasn't it, Stephen?
It was, absolutely.
Yeah, so why would you call a timeout there? And you're down 14 with 3:30 to go in the ball game. You have the football, and you had the clock stopped.
There's not 3:30 on the clock. It was 3:07 on the clock when they took over the football. That's not right.
Did they make him put time back?
There's time back on the clock. Says 3:30. I wrote down 3:07 on my sheet. I just added 30 seconds for some unknown reason. Look, right in the seam, he's wide open.
Collins wide open. Going to be caught behind at the 20. But how do you get that wide open? I don't know. They should start the clock on the ready. That's the first down. The referee's clear back there. He's got to start the clock. There he starts it.
40 yards on the completion.
Briggs again. And he doesn't get out. He went out backwards, and they wind the clock. That is correct. As they knocked him out backwards.
Who was that? Was that a pass?
Yeah, that was a pass. Once you came on there, radio broadcast, it sounded a good old game. Thank you, Jim. Jim Oliphant, over on the riverbank. Briggs back to pass over the middle. It's got his man, Collins, but he dropped the football right in his hands. Right between the 2 and the 3. And, Steve, I'm really impressed with Wes Briggs. Johnny Scott has been moved to running back, but his ankle, you can tell he's not running full speed.
No, he's really not. He's trying to tough it out. I mean, he's a competitor, but
and you know you
need to throw it. You need Wes Briggs.
They've got their rival next week, Vinton County.
Exactly.
And not sure why you'd want to put him, leave him in the game in this situation. I'm sure he wants to play, but you can tell he's not full strength, and all that's going to do is just tag that injury a little bit more as they host Vinton County next week. Briggs back to pass, absolutely no pressure. Now a whistle, and they called a dead ball foul.
It's got to be a false start, right?
He's holding his hand up to the chest, which indicates illegal substitution.
There it is.
Okay, called illegal motion. Now, you can't have illegal motion on a dead ball foul. So I'm not sure. That's what he called. He did blow it dead, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
Yeah. And
that backs him up to the 17-yard line.
Briggs sets his team. 3rd and 13. Still no pressure on him. And, deflected. Meigs may have the interception. They're fighting for 2 Meigs players.
I think we got it.
And who came down with it?
I think Zach Goebel did. There he is with the football.
Yeah, there's old Zach. That's Wellston football. Don't get a penalty and get the ball back. That's a Wellston football. And there he goes. First down, Meigs.
Senior playing his last home game, and he's not going to go out that way. He's going to will this team to a victory tonight. 2:33 left in the ball game. I still question why in the world they added time, but whatever.
Yeah, it will go from 3:07 to 3:30, which goes to the advantage.
Just run the football right here. Run it right at them. Do whatever.
Yeah, there was 3:07 on the clock. And they put 23 seconds back on the clock. All right, first. And we've seen Meigs in the same position all night long, down around their 10-yard line. Hand off over the left side is Wade Howard. Second down. And they're going to gain about 2 on the play.
That's fine. Clock is running. Wellston 1 timeout, Meigs 1 timeout, approaching 2 minutes left in the ball game.
Meigs will keep the ball on the second down and 8. Martin is going to give it to Howard over the right side. Got some running room over the 20-yard line to the 24-yard line.
The first down.
And that'll be a first down for the Marauders. A nice run there by Wade Howard. Is he getting close to 100, Stephen? I know he had 78.
He got 80 right now. Let me
80?
put in this one. They're at the 29, right?
Yes, 29-yard line. So you got him for 5 more? 80, was that 5? What you got him for?
Yeah, 5 more.
5 more? 85 now?
Yep, 85.
I'd like to see him get over 100. He's done a nice job running the football tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he's had a 100-yard game in his career, I don't think.
And he's going to get a chance to run the ball again. There he goes again. Wade Howard over to 30 to 40. Can he outrun that last? No, he can't. But what a nice run. And that'll put him over 100 as he was captured there by number 18, Levi Bellard, as he takes it all the way to the Wellston 45-yard line.
26 yards, 111 yards for Wade.
There you go, Wade. And that's great blocking by that Meigs line. It keeps Meigs with the football.
Poor tackling by the Golden Rockets, just trying to grab him. But you're not going to
strip him.
You're not going to pull Wade down by that. You're going to have to wrap him.
Meigs is going to win this football game. Lights the cigar red.
53 seconds left in the ball game. They can take a knee if they want.
Big win here for the Marauders. Next week they go to Alexander. Wellston defeated Alexander 38-14. If you like comparison scores, Jake takes a knee, backflip on the far side by Isaiah. They're going to call a penalty on him for that.
Griff
Hudson. Are you kidding me? Is that illegal to do a backflip? Is that what he called? Where's the referee? The headlinesman called it.
Sportsmanlike, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Unsportsmanlike for a backflip.
Whatever. 34 seconds. They just got to snap it one more time. Wellston has a timeout, but they're down 14. Do you take it?
Yeah, Meigs has got. I just don't understand that.
You know, this might be the spotlight game next year. We'll have to talk about last year's game.
So, Martin took a knee.
Yep,
Griff Hudson did a backflip. Never seen that call before. I would went over and shook his hand, Stephen.
Yeah. And Wellston did take their timeout.
Yeah, they had one left, 24.1. Don't know what you're going to do except just talk things over a little bit. Well,
you know, actually, that backflip actually helped them because they replayed the down.
No.
It says second over on the box over there.
It's a dead ball foul.
Oh, it's third on the. Yeah, it's third on.
It would have.
Okay. I was looking over there.
He dropped to his knee. Jake did. He did the backflip, which he should have shook his hand, and congratulated him, and he flagged him. That's the same official that called illegal motion a dead ball foul. So, wow. And he's getting talked to over there by the Wellston, one of the Wellston assistant coaches.
Wade Howard tonight, Rick, 19 carries, 111 yards.
Yeah, great job.
Great running by Wade Howard.
Great blocking by the line there of the Marauders. Ricky Kearns just sent me the stats. So Wahama is finished.
Go kneel on it again, and this ball game is over.
50-14 Wahama, which was supposed to be one of their closer games this year, and I knew it would be a blowout. Great job, White Falcons. Congratulations. Wellston Wellston just called another timeout.
They didn't have any.
They don't have any. That's the head linesman again.
They are out of timeouts.
He gave them a timeout, and they don't have any.
That clock should keep rolling. There's no reason for it to stop. They can't stop it. Roll the clock. That's what Jake's telling Hootie. They don't have no timeouts.
There are no timeouts left. Just stop the clock at 17.5.
It says it's only third down.
Why would you stop the ball, the game at 17.5?
I don't know.
What was the last play? Was it a kneel down too? And he called a time. Oh my goodness, I'm confused. But we do win the ball game, Stephen. You got your stats ready?
Give me a second here. Just go through the sponsors.
Okay, so yeah, we do want to thank our sponsors. The guy at Jackson Meigs, Alcohol, Drug, and Mental Health. We want to thank Hogan's Estimate Materials Company. Thank you, Billy. Of Mason and Point Pleasant. Holzer Health Systems, Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're on Eastern Avenue in Gallipolis. Burners Heating and Cooling, serving the Tri-County area, located there in Gallipolis. Jackson Health Department. Great Clips. They're in the Ohio River Plaza. I always call it the Silver Bridge Plaza, but right there. So we can get a great clip, Great Clips. Ohio Valley Bank, and they have locations all over our area. We want to thank Rutland Bottled Gas. Thank you so much. And Donahue's Service Center there in Gallipolis. Thank you so much for sponsoring high school football here on WMPO The Game. You ready, Stephen?
Yep.
Okay,
first for the Wellston Golden Rockets. Wes Briggs comes in, has a decent game, 10 of 19, 100 yards, 1 interception. Johnny Scott in the first half was 2 of 6 for 3 yards. That's 103 yards through the air. On the ground, Johnny Scott runs the football, 9 carries, 28 yards, and 1 touchdown. Grayson Seitz, one carry for 6 yards. Josh Clarkson had 5 carries for 31 yards, 26 yards for Mason Collins, and 11 hard-earned carries, 91 yards on the ground. Cale Fott was the leading receiver. He had 6 receptions for 34 yards, 11 yards for Josh Clarkson, and 2 catches. Johnny Scott, 2 catches, 7 yards, and 45 yards for Mason Collins through the air. 103 yards through the air, 91 on the ground, 194 yards for the Wellston Golden Rockets tonight. Jake Martin, 13 of 31, 218 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Wade Howard, a career night, 19 carries, 111 yards. Cooper Jude had a good night on the ground, 15 carries, 25 yards. The big punt, obviously that took his yard total down. And Jake Martin had all negative yardage, most of them on that last snap with minus 16. Landon DeWeese, a touchdown and 2 catches, 52 yards. Dustin Vance again over the 100-yard mark, 122, had 6 catches, 2 touchdowns, 122 yards, 15 yards, and 3 catches for Griff Hudson. Wade Howard a catch for 10 yards, with Cooper Jude 2 catches for 19 yards. 218 through the air, 120 on the ground, 338 total yardage for the Marauders.
All right, big win tonight for the Marauders, 20-6 over the Wellston Golden Rockets. And Stephen, this is a ball game. You know as well that we left a lot of points on the field out there tonight, and I'll say at least 14 points. Easily could have been 34-6 without a doubt. Without a doubt, 34-6 should have been the final. It wasn't. Meg's defense was on the field a lot of the game. I'll say about 3/4 of the game, and did a tremendous job. The only Wellston score was on when Cooper Jude went down on one knee. What was that? The 6-yard line? 11-yard line.
11-yard They only had 11 yards.
And they took it in on
the defense is really working hard to keep them out of the end zone, and they can't do it every time. They're working hard to do it, but
now you give a team a short field at the 11-yard line. You've already stopped them a couple times. I thought the defense did a tremendous job. Some drop passes, some missed passes, but next week if we put everything together, it won't even be close. I don't think. Wellston defeated Alexander 38-14, and Meigs has got the power to do the same thing, offensive power to put a bunch of points on the board. They did not tonight, but they sure could have. All right, that'll do it. Final score. And, Stephen, it's a win is a win.
Win. Yep, the Marauders pick up their 4th win, and I'm going to tell you, with the way our season started and the way it's going, then they have a chance to win out and make a 5-5 season. To some people, that looks bad. I think moving forward for these young Marauders, That's a great way to finish
I think the thing that I'm impressed with was the fact how resilient they were after Gunner went down after a game and a half. They had Dustin Vance at quarterback for a while. That didn't work out. Jake Martin goes in, and he's done pretty well. Threw the ball really well last week. Had some nice passes tonight that were dropped, some that he missed, but that goes with having a person there that's never played. He's doing a great job, a real good replacement for Gunner, and Meigs has the capability of putting some points on the board. But what I'm most proud of is how our defense has changed since early in the season. This defense against the run is tough, and didn't really get a lot of pass rush pressure tonight on Briggs or Johnny Scott, but maybe next week that'll change. But a great job of the Meigs defense. Really a shutout tonight if you don't have that turnover down deep, and they just did a tremendous job. Meigs wins at 20-6. Join Stephen and I in the morning at the Mark Porter GM Super Center for the Coaches Show. We'll start out with Coach Cassidy Wilford. They did not play tonight, so we'll see how that affects their playoff chances. Well, South Gallia did lose to Beaver Eastern, so they were not going to get those second-level points they expected. We'll talk about that. Then we'll have Coach Jackson on at about 9:20. Coaches Clace and Johnson for the Omaha White Falcons. They beat South Harrison tonight 50-14. And then Coach Yates, we'll have a lot of questions for him tomorrow morning.
The gambler.
At about 10 o'clock, as he gambled on that, and Wade Howard took it in for the first down on that fake punt. So that'll do it. We want to sure do appreciate George Fowle back at the station. Thank you so much, George. Talk to you in the morning. For Stephen Wood, I'm Rick Ash. God bless you, and have a great tomorrow.
The all-new Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is now open in Gallipolis. With a huge selection of new vehicles and over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, we're Southern Ohio's premier Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership. Not only will you find the best selection around, but we also offer a full service department to take care of your purchase and service needs for the lifetime of your vehicle. You also get peace of mind with the Braden Promise, a warranty included on most new and pre-owned vehicles. Come and see us at Braden Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 252 Upper River Road in Gallipolis, or check us out online at BradenCDJR.com.
Give your yard a big league makeover with the power of steel. Hoggins Espin Materials Company has a variety of tools to help you cover your bases. Blowers, chainsaws, brush cutters, and trimmers. Check out the Steel FS70R Professional Trimmer. Hoggins Espin also stocks paint, plumbing supplies, trusses, flooring, dog food, and so much more. Proud to support local youth and sports. That's Hoggins Espin Materials Company in Mason and Point Pleasant.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
Burnett's Heating and Cooling, proudly serving Gallia County since 1955. Owners Ryan and Josh Burnett invite you to give them a call for any of your heating and cooling and sheet metal fabrication needs. Stop by and see them at 1011 Mill Creek Road in Gallipolis, or give them a call at 740-446-2866. That's Burnett's Heating and Cooling and Metal Fabrication, 740-446-2866.
Hectic life? Hectic schedule. Who has time for a haircut? You do. At Great Clips, our schedule is your schedule, evenings and weekends too. And even a user-friendly app to make your life easier. Your time is valuable. Get a haircut for the whole family. That's right, mom and dad too. Download the Great Clips app today and enjoy no waiting time when you need us. Located in the Ohio River Plaza, call today or visit the app. 740-208-3227. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
In every moment of need, there are those who stand ready to help, our local behavioral healthcare heroes. These dedicated professionals and partners work tirelessly to support our community's mental health, providing care, compassion, and hope to those who need it most. To the counselors, therapists, case managers, social workers, nurses, and all the amazing staff, we see you. Your commitment, your passion, and your endless patience make a difference every single day. To our community partners who collaborate and extend their hands in partnership, thank you for being the backbone of our shared mission. Together, you are making our community stronger, healthier, and more resilient. We're deeply grateful for all you do. This message is brought to you by the Gallia-Jackson Meigs Alcohol, Drug, Addiction, and Mental Health Board, standing together with our local behavioral health care workforce and partners. For more information on the Adam H. Board or local treatment providers, visit our website, gjmboard.org, and like and follow us on Facebook.
Donahue Service Center is your one-stop full-service center for all of your tire alignment and brake needs. At Donahue's, we pride ourselves on providing exceptional customer service while ensuring your vehicle is safe, dependable, and stays on the road. You can trust us to deliver top-notch alignment and brake services. Whether you're in need of a routine checkup or facing a mechanical concern, Donahue's has you covered. We prioritize your safety and satisfaction above all else. Visit us today and experience the difference. Located on State Route 7 North across from Riverfront Honda. Drive with confidence. Drive with Donahue's.
At Rivers Health Sports Medicine and Therapy Services, our team cares for your team both on and off the field. Our skilled and experienced physicians, athletic trainers, and therapy staff are dedicated to preventing injuries and getting you back in the game as soon as possible. With personalized care and the latest treatments, our focus is on you and maximizing your performance following your injury. Visit us at rivershealth.org or call 304-675-8639. Rivers Health Sports Medicine and Therapy Services, where our team cares for yours.
Everyday moments matter, whether it's cooking a meal, warming your home, or enjoying the outdoors. Rutland Bottle Gas has been fueling those moments for families and businesses across Ohio and West Virginia for years. Our reliable propane delivery and service ensure you have the energy you need when you need it. Make every moment count with Rutland Bottle Gas. Reliable, affordable, and local. Call us today at 740-742-2511 and experience the difference. You can also visit us on the web at rutlandbottlegas.com. Stay warm with reliable service from Rutland Bottle Gas.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
Burnett's Heating and Cooling, proudly serving Gallia County since 1955. Owners Ryan and Josh Burnett invite you to give them a call for any of your heating and cooling and sheet metal fabrication needs. Stop by and see them at 1011 Mill Creek Road in Gallipolis, or give them a call at 740-446-2866. That's Burnett's Heating and Cooling and Metal Fabrication, 740-446-2866.
Hectic life? Hectic schedule. Who has time for a haircut? You do. At Great Clips, our schedule is your schedule, evenings and weekends too. And even a user-friendly app to make your life easier. Your time is valuable. Get a haircut for the whole family. That's right, mom and dad too. Download the Great Clips app today and enjoy no waiting time when you need us. Located in the Ohio River Plaza, call today or visit the app. 740-208-3227. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
A bank is not just for loans. We provide all kinds of financial services. Innovative, state-of-the-art online and mobile banking technology, business banking, checking, savings, and investing. We can provide loans at some of the lowest rates possible. Stop by or give us a call. We're an equal housing lender.
Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
Give your yard a big league makeover with the power of steel. Hoggins Espin Materials Company has a variety of tools to help you cover your bases. Blowers, chainsaws, brush cutters, and trimmers. Check out the Steel FS70R Professional Trimmer. Hoggins Espin also stocks paint, plumbing supplies, trusses, flooring, dog food, and so much more. Proud to support local youth and sports. That's Hoggins Espin Materials Company in Mason and Point Pleasant.
Donahue Donahue Service Center is your one-stop full-service center for all of your tire alignment and brake needs. At Donahue's, we pride ourselves on providing exceptional customer service while ensuring your vehicle is safe, dependable, and stays on the road. You can trust us to deliver top-notch alignment and brake services. Whether you're in need of a routine checkup or facing a mechanical concern, Donahue's has you covered. We prioritize your safety and satisfaction above all else. Visit us today and experience the difference. Located on State Route 7 North across from Riverfront Honda. Drive with confidence. Drive with Donahue's.
Burnett's Heating and Cooling, proudly serving Gallia County since 1955. Owners Ryan and Josh Burnett invite you to give them a call for any of your heating and cooling and sheet metal fabrication needs. Stop by and see them at 1011 Mill Creek Road in Gallipolis, or give them a call at 740-446-2866. That's Burnett's Heating and Cooling and Metal Fabrication, 740-446-2866.